I believe that we are live now, but good morning. We have a very interesting day. You're actually up a little bit more pre-market. We are pretty much going to get preliminary consumer sentiment data. It is outdated because it doesn't include Trump. I believe that we are live now. It doesn't include the, what's it called? The deal here with China, but other than that, we're pretty much waiting to see what the weekend vibe and the weekend deal and all of that is going to bring. So it's going to be a little bit of Trump roulette. Hope you guys are ready for it. You got a little bit of data. You got a couple of big pre-market moves and earnings, but other than that, I would just be on the lookout very early on whether or not we chop. Again, you could still go down. It doesn't have to be massive, but we are still kind of holding this wild rally, and every point from here starts to get interesting. And yesterday, you literally hit a new high of this whole little cycle, man. So we'll see where it takes us, but Chatadonia, are you ready? Am I on the right video? I think I'm on the right one. Oh, man. So either way, Chad, we got about a couple minutes till the bell. I think you'll notice something a little different today. So you'll figure it out eventually. Well, yeah. All right. Well, Tim already got it. Tim already figured it out. But either way, I have a couple of plays. So I'm going to be watching CoreWeave, Coin, STZ, Estee Lauder, RTX, Tesla, and then Kava. But I don't want to force anything today. Like I'm saying, we got to really see whether or not we get that break or if it's going to kind of be a little bit more calm or not. But other than that, you are here right now, my friends. Post your play in the chat. What is this? Fortinet and Amazon? Whoa, what's this? Yo, Fortinet and Amazon. All right, but yeah, we got 1 minute. Those are my plays. Posters in the chat. I am going to go to the bathroom if possible. I'm going to play, yeah.
Percent of its net sales
there you go. I'll be right back.
6 years.
BRB, get ready.
It's expanded its pet food platform, starting with the purchase of Blue Buffalo pet products in 2018. That expansion dovetailed with a boom in demand.
Pet in the U.S., pet feeding and treating, is a $50 billion category. It's almost 5 times the size of a category like cereal.
Is this the future of the company? I mean, we so much associate General Mills with breakfast and cereals, human breakfast and human cereals. Are we now going to be thinking about General Mills much more as a pet food company?
I think you'll be thinking about General Mills as a food company where we treat all the members of the family like family.
The humanization of pets is actually the biggest driver of pet food and pet treating growth. It has derivatives in not only feeding, which is the core thing that most households where most of the dollars go against the pet. But
there
treating,
they are.
And then you start to branch out to things like
I don't know what this is. It was like a commercial thing. I just needed to go to the bathroom, baby. ACHR, Reddit calls, Tesla, BTCH, IBIT, SPY, Coin calls, Shop Long, SVIX, Tesla, watching Bowen, NVIDIA, calls on the Peach, NVIDIA 188, watching AEVA, and ACHR. You guys like that one. Trump rejects ex-FBI Comer's explanation. Oh, yeah, that was weird, bro. Homeboy posted a 8647. Kind of crazy, bro. And he's like, I don't know what that means. It was seashells. Hubba. All right, 10 seconds. Get ready. And good luck, Chatadonia. It's game time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Fight. All righty. So give it a sec. I already sent those out. I did. All right. Hold on. Yeah, Meta, again, they were starting to move. Look at Fortinet and Amazon. I don't know if that's new. And then, again, you have all of these other earnings. Who was the other guy? Oh, Estee Lauder. And then watch RTX as well. I think that one would be a big one. Oh, no way. And then where's Coin? TSI. All right, hold on. Yeah. It's weird, bro. That Coinbase stuff, people were tripping out, but I think it was just Twitter trying to cause drama. But, yeah, people were talking about the hack thing. I was looking at that. Okay. Was that Core Weave again? So again, hopefully you did something with all those plays. Yeah, they're still kind of holding. I have another idea. Why are the premiums so wicked? I don't know if that worked. Bro, my computer still, these things just trip out, bro. There it is. I need my order screen. Oh, did those film? All right. Beautiful. All right, sorry. I got really quiet there. I'm looking. Again, we need to figure out whether or not we're going to get the chop. So again, you're only up by 0.18 on NASDAQ, 0.5 on the Russell, and then 0.08 on the SPY. Yeah, coin. I want to see that. Be careful of coin and just see. Even all of the Bitcoin ones, but Bitcoin might do a little bit better today. And then there's Walmart. Google's moving. All right. Pizza down. Estee Lauder. Ever since we bought those options, those did not work at all. And then who's the other one? Estee Lauder, Watch RTX, FI. They were the one that was down. And then SMCI 2, they got to jump there in the morning. Then you got Newmont. Yeah, MSTR flipped. Again, the contracts held up until yesterday, and then that turned around. And then a lot of energy. And then industrials so far are the winner. And then he pop in hymns. They're waking up. Okay, not bad. Yeah, watch out for staples. SMCI still. Okay, that one's popping. They had one in the morning as well. Okay, and it's very, very small so far. You're only moving about 0.25%. So, yeah, and then, damn, 5930. So, again, 5950. And it might move hella slow from there. But other than that, where's the next one? Yeah, 5975, and then anything there, it's going to be 6,000, and everyone goes crazy. Bitcoin running, at least Beto is. Yeah, a lot of back and forth on Bitcoin. So watch out for that. SPY, still very small, barely green, 0.05. Hymns again. Yeah, Tesla's waking up. I like the Teslas. I was looking at them yesterday. They have all, decayed. So if it does make a good pop today, that would be the move. Otherwise, it's dud. Oh, no, the Teslas are already coming back up. Hold on. Yeah, that's wild, actually. Yeah, you have consumer sentiment in 25 minutes, and it's preliminary. So that's actually going to be big. So it's preliminary consumer sentiment for May. It's going to be the first set of numbers, but then the caveat is that it doesn't account for the trade deal. So you got to think about that. There's no China sentiment that is tied into it because that was all before this week with everything going good pretty much. There's Kava, Lunar, MasterCard. There's Tesla. Man. So I like a Tesla play, but it's already up 40%. That was the one I was eyeing. Yeah, so I don't know. I think Tesla, if you think it's going to go, you could chase it. Other than that, though, the premiums shouldn't be up, but they are. I really thought it was going to lag. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, Core Weave, again, financials are moving as well. You got AMAT and a few others. Think about the earnings. Estee Lauder and your boy. They already gave it up. So that Michael Burry effect has already faded. SPY trying to go up. No, there was not a watch list yesterday, unfortunately. Zelensky, European leaders, U.S. president to discuss Turkey talks. Yeah, dude, the Tesla shouldn't have gone up. But yeah, you did have a little bit of time. But I'm surprised. And then Coin, watch out for that one still. Microsoft as well, that was a leader. And then Google, there's Twilio. Again, didn't they have earnings today? I think it was Twilio. But yeah, they're moving again. Tesla, premiums are slowing down a little bit, but it's still 40% and then 40% higher than it should be. BMY got up. Devo, lung cancer. Trump says Supreme Court is being played by radical left losers. Yeah, we'll talk about that house later, bro. It was terrible. It's terrible. I might still get it if they lower the price by 50%, but yeah, it was not fun. Keep an eye on the Teslas. If they come down, those will dance around because Tesla is either going to break out or that'll be the top end of the range today, and then you're going to be in Cuck City all day. DKS, Wing. BAH going up, and then Duolingo. We saw BAH yesterday. NVIDIA selling. Again, SPY is not really moved. I mean, you're actually like pinned. Yeah, NVIDIA is starting to move down. Russian delegation. Each side will see its cut. Or see out its vision for a future ceasefire detail. Oh, which ones are these? I don't know. Watch RTX. Dude, the premiums on RTX are a little too high, even though it's going down. So watch out for that one. Okay, him's going up as well. There's Kava. Let's go back and see. Okay, premiums coming down still. A lot of premiums are lower. All right, that's not a good sign, though. So if we don't move, bro, premiums are just tiny. So again, you're just kind of decaying. If we move at this speed all day, nothing's going to hit. But if we start to move up, these are going to be some discounts. So keep that in mind. Too much. Hybrid gaming. Madi, good morning and welcome. MSTR drop in. Well, I think we just haven't moved yet. Again, remember, we need panic. You need the panic. Otherwise, if they're not panicans, then it's not going to, again, the premiums are, even as you climb up, the premiums are getting sliced, which is normal. Again, we just need to see if we could actually move and break out. There's Core Weave again. Again, still got a shit ton of free plays on that. So do what you need to. News on SMCI. No, I saw stuff in the morning, and then a lot of the Middle East stuff. But yeah, that's going. I'll double check for you. Panakin Chop Walker. SMCI. Oh yeah, Data Volt Hyperscale. It's the campus. It just, it's the same news from like 3 days ago. And then it's also just there's another like UAE Saudi pump, I believe, that is tied to it. It's kind of funny. Again, even actually some of the core weaves, we made them free. The greedy play is actually down. It's free contracts, but it's down 20%. So there is some far out the money core weaves that they're not as juiced, but they're still up. Again, that play was expensive yesterday, but that play can still drop another 50. So, but other than that, I'm just riding them still. Oh, Bradley Frizzle in the peach, baby. Oh, no. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Where's Boeing? Wait a minute. Oh, and then Spy going lower. Bradley Frizzle is here. God bless you, Bradley. How you feeling, baby? How you feeling? And good morning. Well, there's Boeing. Boeing's down? No. I think Fridays are the peach you do get puts. That's what I've used it to sell before. I'm doing it. I'm not doing it daily, but I'm doing it for next week. So there you go. Not a recommendation. You'll lose money. Thank you, Bradley. I'm doing the Bradley Frizzle. Now, bro, Bradley Frizzle is an adjective. It's a verb. It's a person. It's an icon. It's history. It's amazing, bro. It's amazing. Legendary. It's everything, bro. It's everything. I know. I am surprised, too. NVO, they're doing way better for that weird-ass news, bro. But then again, it's just like, I really think they fired Homeboy all because of the stock going down. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy. But the way, it feels like Intel without all the pressure, though. Intel had way more pressure, but again, that type of sell-off. And, dude, they lost a small share of market share, but the stock is just, but yeah, the way they like abruptly did it, I don't like that, and it's not a good sign. Any company that abruptly fires a CEO and you play that game, it just kind of gets weird. Watch out. NVO's starting to climb, though. Watch Eli Lilly. Tesla now came down. Let's see the price. Yo, the Teslas, you might. Okay, now you might. This might be your window. But then if it flushes, we'll get even better. I'm going to wait, but you got to double dip on Tesla if you want it. So literally, now the premiums are just back to open. Actually, a little bit. You're paying like a higher end of yesterday. So wait a little bit, but they were just up 40-50%. And Nvidia's going up. There's Coinbase now, and then CoreWeave through the high. There's Kava just dancing around. Yeah, CoreWeave looks great. Again, like I said, those premiums are still cheaper for now. Actually, the spread now they're up. So that one I told you about for next week, out the money. Now they're back to green on these two candles. So you just could have got them down 20. Now they're up 10. All depends on the fill. Then Boeing, too. They're going down. Trump. Yeah, Trump. So pretty much this weekend, like I'm saying, we got data coming out in 15 minutes. But what's going to end up happening, we're going to play roulette with Trump. He's going to tease a lot of deals, and then they're saying they can't go to every country. We're going to hear about Korea, India, and then, yeah, just go from there. Hims, larger pop. Okay, CoreWeave, you had your little window. I think Tesla could be another one, but we're going to wait on that. I don't have any of those. That Micron, CoreWeave 52-week high. It's crazy. The premiums juiced way more yesterday, but now it's starting to go. Yeah, Micron starting to break out. SMCI part 2. Indeed. Good call. Medensky, Russia, both sides to present their own ceasefire terms. Deer on the high, and then SPY wants to move, but again, we're still not really moving, so we need a little bit more, but the brokerages are going up. Coin, Robinhood, watch banks and financials. Again, they have been on fire. Not today, but the whole week. And then there's Tesla. That double dip kind of hit. I didn't take it, though. ACHR, I've seen a lot of people talk about that. There's Eli Lilly going up now. XYZ, Micron again, and Palant now. Just everything's up, bro. But Dow's down a quarter, just under. SPY is up by 0.05. Russell 0.18, and then NASDAQ is up by 0.17. VKTX, I think NVIDIA took a stake in them. All right, Eli Lilly up, NVO down. There's coin again. Yeah, Micron's still going. We had that one up a little bit ago. PayPal. HUT. Bitcoin again? Yeah, MSTR is down. Rumble, Myrna. Remember, we had a lot of healthcare headlines this week as well. Yeah, XLV's going up. Where is UNH? Speaking of the devil, literally. Zelensky after call with Trump. Ukraine is ready for quick steps to peace. So again, peace comments coming in, but that thing will go forward and back. I don't think we've had any more developments on that. And then 13 minutes till data. Robust sanctions should follow if Russia rejects ceasefire. All right, you're going to get more on that. CoreWeave and Coin. No, UNH, bro, the CEO, the new guy, they're paying him in stock options, which I thought was bullish, but I thought it would be up a little bit more. So the new guy, most of his salary is going to be paid in shares and like options. So like metrics where he does good, he'll get paid. If not, they get screwed. Yeah, bro. CoreWeave now, that play, that was a 60% swing if you took them. I might just double dip on those again. Yeah, other than that, we'll chill. We're still in the range, though. It's not. Some names have a little bit more, but there isn't really a sign of, again, panic. You're not getting up or down panic. We're still recalibrating. We're waiting for Trump to spin the wheel. Roku on the high. Roku's starting to move now. Again, Tesla just still chilling there. SMCI did that round 3 and then came back down. ACHR, you guys like that one. That one's starting to pop. Amazon sell. CoreWeave, bro. That's crazy. So now the premiums are juicing, but the premiums are moving slower than yesterday. So the stock just went vertical almost $10. But like I'm saying, the premiums are way more juice yesterday. How many do you give me? All right. I get them. Nibis is going up. What does Burry know about Estee Lauder? Just China. It's funny because he's not that bullish on China, but he's not. It's like he sold all the China plays, but then he bought the one that's like directly related to China. What's the other one I want? SMCI again. Oscar. Crowd kind of pumping. All right. But yeah, that's going to be the one. Oh, I forgot the other one. Kava is starting to drop. They're about to hit the low. Yeah, JD's starting to move. We haven't got anything out of China, though. So that's what we got to wait for. I'm in a cult. It's on May 23rd. Yeah. Zelensky calls for sanctions if Russia rejects full ceasefire. Yeah, get ready. You're going to have the consumer sentiment in literally 10 minutes. So get ready. Polish PM says Russia not showing goodwill with talks with Ukraine. Okay, coin starting to move up. Big. Coin, Hims now. Zivra. Again, we have those free shares. But get ready. Uber. My boy. Uber, my boy. How you doing? Yeah, Uber's starting to break out again. This is near 52-week high. And then where is gold? Gold and Hims. Not bad. And then Palantir's still going? No, they flipped that one. And then Kava, that one's not hitting. Uber, UWMC up off of price upgrades. That one's interesting, to say the least. Okay, CoreWeave now chilling. Guild as well. Again, they had something with they announced the healthcare announcements the other day. I go, bro, dude, gold, even like 3,100 is considered, that's like one of the low ends of it. It's kind of mind-blowing. Very mind-blowing. Okay, coin, Uber. There's a lot on the high. What time is it? 5 more minutes, and then I'll get you guys the data. All right. No, gold is insane. Like I'm telling you, even the range is like, it's stupid. Like even now the lowest support level is like a crazy all-time high. I don't know how to describe it, bro. I don't know how to. It's actually, I blew my mind when I saw it. I was like, what do you mean that's the support level? What are you talking about? I'm not following, sir. No, pump it up, no. But get ready, though, 60, we are getting to a very big level, though. We're going to get back to the 6,000s. So you got to get to 59.30, the other high, then the 59.50, and then it's like 59.78. And then if we break that, I don't know if we'll do it today, but if we do, I mean, that's it. That will be the hitter, my friends. That I think will get us to 6,000, and then we see. Again, PayPal now, Hims. I've seen a lot of Hims today. The blue hair data is in 3 minutes. But again, people are already like downgrading it. They're already saying that it doesn't account for the other tariffs, or the tariff deal with China that we had this week. So it's missing a very big piece of bullish information. But then last time we did ignore it. So yeah, we'll see. The meta news, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, I got the news early yesterday with that whole like AI thing, and I didn't understand it. I didn't think that was priced in. I ignored it, and then that was a hitter, but it's the good thing it's only down 0.6, but it did sell off 3%. But I don't really think that news was important, but the algos did. Okay, SPY starting to break out. Tuss says Russia did not want to negotiate. But yeah, all I see is Russian headlines, but you're just moving up without it. UAL and airlines as well. What is it? FST, Upstart. Oh, where's the RTX? That one's coming down. Okay. I'm getting rid of the last RTX. It's worth a lot. It's still up 375. They were up 500% yesterday. We already made them free, but I'm going to take that one. I like RTX, though. I didn't know they make materials now. Okay, still moving. Making my way downtown. Long-term stocks, and I'm holding. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And I'm holding. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay. UNH now moving. The premiums are down. Again, premiums jacked up yesterday, and then they decayed a little bit. Let me double check. Actually, no, premiums are climbing up. They're still a little lower, but they have already moved 50% from the bottom. But they're still cheaper than yesterday. APLD, SPY near the high. Applied Digital, it's up 16. That's moving. I mean, what else is up? I think CoreWeave is up 16. Yeah, 15. And then Coupang. I'm still a fan of CoreWeave, but we got a lot on there already now. Coupang still running. MSTR now on the low. Yeah, UNH, like I'm saying, the UNH contracts are up off the bottom, but still cheaper than yesterday. So if you think it's gonna really bounce now, you got a deal. But if you're wrong, you just paid 50% more than 3 minutes ago. And then again, data comes out in 45 seconds. All right, get ready for it, boys. All right, let me see the data. What's the number expected? Okay, 15 seconds. But look at your own clock. You might be lagged. We're looking for 4.5 or 6.6. And we're off. 50.8. Consumer sentiment just got pummeled. 7.3. Stupid, bro. Why are we reacting to this? All right, it might end up bouncing, but that's the dumbest thing ever. So again, I think this time everybody was caught off guard, but that shouldn't move like that, bro. It hit 7.3. It does not account for the Chinese deal, and the 1 year or 5 year went up to 4.6. But yeah, I mean, no way. You ignored the other one, but it shouldn't do this. That's my take. But it came in again, another record high, 7.3 on the 1 year is insanity. But like I'm saying, this data is patently old. But either way, that was funny. So yeah, I wouldn't get fooled on it, but watch out. Just you never know. If market wants to be weird in the momentum, just be on the lookout for that. NVIDIA says it is not sending GPU designs to China after reports of Shanghai. What is this? Of new Shanghai operation? So yeah, maybe fade that or buy the dip. Oh yeah, let me check the volume analysis on CoreWeave. Because remember yesterday we looked, and that helped out a lot. I still like it. I just feel like I'm getting greedy on it. Every play at this point is greedy. They're already up. So like I said, I already made them free, but it's kind of phenomenal that it's still moving like that. Okay, J&J on the high. Like I said, you might want to fade this, but you never know. But last time the market, even on the record high one, the market didn't react. And then now this is like, it's really old data. I mean, this is asking people, even though the market was already up and hard data has been up for 8 months, that survey does not account for the China deal that we just had. Again, J&J, big volume. You got CNBC reporting something on what's it called, on NVIDIA and chip plants and what they're doing with China. CoreWeave, now Walmart on the high. Yeah, J&J's really running. Eyes on that one. All right, see, SPY's back up, as it should be. But I'm going to go to the bathroom. Follow me on Instagram at the Trading Vatanate. And I will see you guys in a little bit. Please hold.
Would be the second lowest reading going back to 1952. So that comps to 50.0, which was June of 22. I have a database that goes all the way back to 52 on this headline number. There's nothing smaller than 50.50, which was June of 22, just to give you a feel for it. Current conditions, 57.6, well below the 60-ish we were expecting, and 57.6 would be the weakest going back to June of 22. Same thing. Now, if we look at the expectations, this is really, really wild here. 46.5, expecting a number that was 48.5 in the rearview mirror. 47.3, like I said, we're sequentially lower across the board. 46.5 comps to March of 1980, when it was a whisker above 44. Now, the real wild numbers, 7.3% on one-year inflation, 7.3%. That equals Nova of 81. To find a higher number, you're in April of 81. And 5 to 10-year inflation, 4.6. 4.6. Now, to find a higher number, then you go back to Jan of 91, it's equals 4.6. 4.7 would be September of 1990. And as I said, draw your own conclusions whether some of these surveys have changed based on how they're conducted, or University of Michigan just really is more aggressive in some of their survey samples. These are really extravagantly wild numbers. Sarah, back to you.
I just want to add a little more color. Thank you, Rick. So the survey was done between April 22nd and May 13th. So this was full-on reaction. Remember when the markets were very volatile, reacting to Liberation Day. And University of Michigan does note that the next update, which they have on May 12th, the final release, which the May 12th pause on China and on some of the tariffs, that will be in that data. It's not in this data. So that potentially helps explain why there's such a dip in consumer sentiment here and such an increase in inflation expectations. Carl, I'll just also mention, this is always very politically tinged. The Republicans have had more of an upbeat outlook than Democrats. But in this report, they do note a 7% decline among Republicans in sentiment, and 60% of consumers mentioned tariffs as a reason for lower sentiment.
Right. We're really in a period now where it's about the sample date, whether it's UMich or Philly or Empire.
All right, we're back up. That was bullshit.
They collect data.
But yeah, and then you have that NVIDIA, J&J still going, Walmart climbing now. Watch again if Staples do what they did yesterday.
Even in the market.
Just again, Staples and tech all working hand in hand.
Before Liberation Day. So it's amazing what price action can do for sentiment. I would also just note, in terms of watch what they do, not what they say. This is a sentiment reading. This is the soft data that everybody's been worried about, where consumers...
I mean, I'll tell you, yeah, even Santelli, you heard it, because you got it, like, it's... People are making the data that, like I said, people used to read this data. The market always responded to consumer sentiment, but it's just like they're violating its sacredness by being false and like capping so hard. What do you mean you have a higher inflation expectation than any moment in history when there was real inflation? What are we talking about? That's why it's like, even then, the last two, it's just they're getting worse and worse and worse, but it's like you legitimately have had the data get better. So very wild. Yeah. You are going down, and yes, there is a lag on the stream. I think you guys noticed it. So either way, talking about it will not fix it. I cannot fix it until I turn off the video. So yeah, strap in, baby. Strap in. Okay, you're coming back down, but I think we're just gonna dance. Now staples are going. SFM, J&J, Walmart, all of them. Okay, Core Weave is going up again as well. That is starting to pop. But yeah, look at J&J, and then SPY's going to dance. Qubits on the high. You had a Qubits and Qubit, the other one. They were going today right off the morning. I don't know. I'm only just gambling on Core Weave. I'm not owning it for the long term. I don't view it as a long term. It just moved up a lot. And I mean, again, it's up 15% today. It's just weird that the premiums, again, like I said yesterday, you had more juice on the premiums. So my other contracts were up like 1,000%. They're up 800 now. So yeah, I thought that was interesting because it didn't move like that yesterday. It moved a lot. Arm breaking out. Now SPY, bigger candle, very big candle. All right, eyes on that one. But no headlines are playing along with it. Check currencies or anything. No, nothing's moving. But yeah, we're at the level, and then 59.50. That'll be it. Then 59.70 as a pump fake. Yeah, it's getting really choppy since the consumer sentiment. Core Weave, another high now. Trump says Republicans must unite behind big, beautiful bill. Says country will suffer greatly without legislation. Do not need grandstanders in the Republican Party. I wish you could get a spread. Let's sit. DE again, part of industrials too, man. Okay, bonds now starting to move. Watch those staples, bro. That's actually very fascinating. Oh, I need to check the fucking volume. Hold on, let me see if I could do it. All right, I made those free. Bro, I love it and I hate this. It's terrible. That's crazy, bro. We did it again. Did it again, baby. All right, I'm not. Don't let me sell any of them. I didn't. I made them free. But yeah, Core Weave is hitting again. All right, and then we got rid of the RTX. Yeah, bro, that's fire. I don't know where the short terms are though. That's gonna be the other one. Oh, I don't think I got those. Gotta chill. No, it just worked though. That's the problem. But yeah, we've hit every single Core Weave play. But like it keeps going, bro. That's why I'm kind of tripping out. So yeah, that is even then the greedy one is hitting now. But I made it free already. I'm not doing anything now. But I don't want to sell. I'm gonna ride out the rest of these. And then SPY hasn't moved, bro. That's it. So lately, and then look at bonds, bro. They just died. Oh my goodness. Oh, I keep forgetting to check. So let's see, because I think even though it's an IPO, I think that's the thing. I think the demand is actually kind of important. Let me see. It's all greedy though. Bro, it was my 7th play and we already hit multiple 1,000%ers. How is it not greedy? That's what I'm saying. I don't know why I'm even playing it, but it keeps hitting. And like it's just like I said, I noticed the prices were cheaper. So I'm like, dude, this move is way bigger than yesterday, and the premiums, because I'm holding them, they were lower. So we just scooped them all up again, and now they went up 100%. So yeah, but let me see. No, volume is lower right now. So it's at the average volume of the last 10 days. So it's already, CoreWeave has done its average volume already this morning. But it's not really predicted to go higher, believe it or not. So it might, I don't know, it might slow down. Okay, SPY's coming down too. No, I need to sell the other ones. Yeah, I'm going to sell the ones from yesterday because I just hit on that other one today. Or we'll just hold it. No, I'm going to hold it. Because, again, the ones from yesterday now are rocketing. The other greedy one, that one's hitting. Pizza, I didn't hit on pizza. Literally, right when I bought the option, it stopped going up. So, sorry, guys. That one wasn't. I think we fucked over pizza by playing options. It worked because there's no liquidity on that thing. It worked when we were just chilling. Okay, SPY coming down. No, I got it. I'm going to take it. I'm being greedy. I'm going to sell another set of CoreWeaves. Not the new ones, but the ones from yesterday. But then, no, he should hold it. They're already free. Pizza. NVO, yeah, MSTR 390. I still like that one, but the last couple of days they held for a little bit. And that was it. Nike. Oh, I haven't looked at Tesla again since the morning. Maybe we go for the double dips, but yeah. And then coin on the high. I don't know. MSTR, I still think Bitcoin's going to be big if we get FOMO. But coin is a mix of the S&P stuff as well as the other one. And I took a CoreWeave. I took one of the free ones off the table. I took the yesterday free ones. There was too much money, man. I got to take it. And then we got some new free ones today, so we won't force it, you know? How much is lagging? Don't worry about it. You guys could check. But now, traders, you guys are in my world. Welcome. We just slowed the whole world down. So, don't report my video next time. Thank you. Otherwise, this is nice. This is nice. Microsoft. Wait till that one start moving. Microsoft and then Google. Now Nike's pop in. Okay, Nike's starting to go. I don't know. Remember all the other ones? It'd probably reacting to the other shit. The premiums up are a little bit, 25%. I'm not going to take that one. Good luck if you want it. Coins going up. Okay, starting to move. There's coins really rocketing. Oh, Nike activist. Who? And then NVIDIA, so C, but rumor right now, Nike activists, be on watch for that. Let me check the volume. Does Ackman still have his options? Volume is below average on it, but yeah, they're saying that. So watch out. I don't know. I still don't like it, though. Not as much, but eyes on it. Wait for if there's another confirmation, it might go. Turkish German minister agrees to swap 1,000 people as confidence measure. Oh. I'm saying just keep them on watch. So I sent out the stream alert with the news and then just watch it. If you get confirmation, you might get one. Otherwise, that's it. Coin really running. Yeah, bro. I think Coin just turned into a short squeeze. Bro, I'm telling you, yesterday on Twitter, people were like, get your money out of Coinbase. Oh, my gosh. And like they were like, it was kind of weird. But I think a lot of people just got suckered into that. Even the news yesterday. We have those free puts. They're dead now. MDB, SPY going up now. Core Weave and Duolingo. At a lot of price. Yeah, and NVIDIA. NVIDIA bought in more. We didn't know that till after the bell. I don't like SMCI. I'd stay away from it for the long term. It's a dangerous company. We had an entry at $22 a couple months ago, but after that, I wouldn't be really dabbling. But that's just my take. I'm a very conservative investor to some degrees. Turkish minister, Ukraine, Russia agree to share with each other, writing their conditions for ceasefire. Parties also agreed in principle to meet again. All right, so you're getting pretty much SPY or peace talks, some exchange in Turkey between Russia and Ukraine, or they're going to trade ideas on what they want for a ceasefire. I don't know if that's why we're going, but we are moving up. So either way, watch out. Coin S&P inclusion on Monday. Yep. It sounds like good news. I don't know if the market is going to run on it, but literally, like I'm saying, that's peace talks coming in now. Or at least they're saying the Turkish foreign minister, a positive development between Russia and Ukraine. Zim on the high. Shout out to shippers, Coin, Core Weave to the damn moon. Let's see. End phase. Again, Core Weave 52-week high. Galaxy? I haven't. Is that like the other mic? Galaxy, Bitcoin, Novogratz? I've made a video on that back in the day. NVIDIA and SMG on the high. One's interesting. You guys like that for the long term? Did you guys hear that? But hold on. Oh, did you hear it? My bad, bro, my bad. All right. Oh, I did it again. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. All right. So I made a play for, it's kind of leading into the weekend. Nike, Pershing Square sold off. Yeah. There's a rumor of an activist, but the volume is extremely low on Nike. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see if this is real. Oh, yeah. Give me another. Who's somebody who just went through activist shit? Oh, my goodness. Excuse me. Yeah, no, this is weird. Are you ready for this? So Nike. I'm tripping. Someone maybe. Bro, Nike 20% was traded on the floor. So 20% of Nike's volume today was traded in person in New York. Okay, but no, Disney has same thing with Disney today though, so it doesn't stand out. But yeah. Archite had the activist. Let me check. But it's not today. Yeah, Archite doesn't trade like that, but Disney does. So interesting. But either way, like I said, wait till that one. Just if it gets hyped, have an option and go. Otherwise, just wait. Anarchist. Okay, SPY's starting to break. Tesla's 2 is a little bit lower if you guys remember we talked about that one in the morning. ADM, again, all the food plays and food deals. People still trade on the floor, apparently. Yeah, there's NKE, Nike. Yeah, Phillips. Like I said, I got this little volume tool. I just got to play with it. I don't understand it too much, but like again, CoreWeave, I could at least see if things are above or below normal in terms of volume. But yeah, like so. Okay, now CoreWeave is expected now to have a bigger day than yesterday, not in terms of price, but in volume. So yesterday was its biggest volume day. Yeah, my thing is saying it's predicting 52 million. Yeah, so look at right now, CoreWeave is at 14 million shares volume. My little computer is telling me 52 million. But that's so again, just more demand. Don't know what that'll do to price. It's already up 20%, but you're going to have double, triple this volume by the end of the day. Nike above. Oh. Coin again. Airs, THC, Qubits. SPY still at the high too. All right. Healthcare. NVO might even climb back up. APLD, I have no idea. They're going up. They're up 19. And CoreWeave is insane. Coinbase again, then SMCI. CoreWeave. CoreWeave's a funny one, bro. Crazy. Oh, watch Walmart. Yeah, coin was the play, for real. We had that play yesterday, but No, I thought there was going to be more drama on it, and there was, and I think it related to the squeeze. Space poppin', I saw that. MP, Uber, Roku, Cigna, again, I think Cigna showed its hand yesterday. And then Bungie, the food companies, are going up. So ADM and BG. And then SPY now, we're slowly starting to go. It's been, what, an hour? It's only been an hour? Are you kidding me? Bro, what? Bah. It's only been an hour. Yeah, so 59.30 now. You're about to literally, you're 0.4 away from hitting the new high of the month, the week, the cycle, whatever you want to call it. And then 59.50 and then back to 6,000. But bonds are dying, you guys. Take note. Remember, we're still at the danger zone. You dabbled yesterday and bounced, but yeah, you're still moving. Hertz on the high. And then end phase, but yeah, we're starting to do the little melt up. My goodness. I can't believe it's only been an hour. It felt kind of later. So let me get you guys a checkup. B-Win. Again, SPY still dancing around. Merc on the high and then end phase. So right now you have Dow Jones, 23 green, 7 in the red. NASDAQ 100, 62 green, 39 in the red. And then S&P 500, 334 green, 168 in the red. So yeah, I mean, it's not too insane, but everything is leading to the upside. Morgan Stanley raises Boeing price target. Kind of moving. Then SPY now getting a decent red. A little bit bigger, actually. So again, this is still pretty choppy. I mean, granted, you did hit the high, but Boeing no longer agrees to plead guilty in fatal crashes. Non-prosecution agreement, sources say. Yeah, Reuters. Department of Justice weighing non-prosecution agreement with Boeing in fatal crashes. That could either be really big or really small. So I don't really know. We already have the Bradley Frizzle ones, but that's coming out now. Today is a big options expiration, yes. Like I say, watch out for that. Put out the news. Cigna, again, I think they're going to eat the lunch, bro. Cigna's actually doing very good. But then again, UNH is up today as well. Apple and Meta selling. That could be it. Again, more names are up. NASDAQ is about to go red. NASDAQ, SPY, and Dow are all matched up. Apple is drilling into the lows. So is the SPY. Now there's Meta going down. Watch Google as well, too. And Microsoft. All big tech is selling. Core Weave just going up. Bro, that candle is getting big. So you're starting to drop now. No reaction on the Boeing, but that's your biggest 3 candles of the day. I mean, look, you had the consumer sentiment drop, which was BS, but you just moved that size a little bit bigger with no headline. Banks curbs equity derivative trades in Paris over tax law. $18. Premiums almost doubled on the SPY. It's a daily. So, yeah, that was a big move, but if you think it'll follow through, the options aren't going crazy yet. I still don't know. I don't think there's a panic, unfortunately, but if there is a headline that could match that, then, yeah, Apple blocks access to video games Fortnite. Yeah, that was in the morning. Again, then you got the Boeing news. Low ticker is picking up, though, now. Meta, is that Baidu? I'm seeing China, Asia, but big tech mainly. Yeah, Meta, Apple, Microsoft, Google. I think all of them, bro. Some of them are up, though. Netflix and Google are green. Houthis, Israel attacks Yemen's Salif port. It's not all of them. Honestly, I don't think it's panic. It looks big. That's your biggest move of the day, but until we get the headline, bonds just kind of let it. Watch if Staples give it up. So just like yesterday, you guys, if Staples give it up, then it'll be bad. Otherwise, they're just moving around. And then if the tech comes up and Staples hold, you'll do exactly what you did yesterday. Again, that Boeing headline's hitting again. That TOT led it. Like I was just telling you, I was like, watch if that goes red, but that kind of led the move here. But this isn't panic. This is chop. So until we have a headline, I think we're going to hear from Trump a little later, but we need to spin the wheel of policy roulette, baby. That's what we're looking for. Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi. Meta again. Yeah, calls on panic. We need panic. Up or down. I'm fine with panic either way. Even then, that's why I think Core Weave is panicking to the upside. Again, everyone's like, oh shit, NVIDIA bought more? Oh, I thought it was bad. I thought it was good. I thought it was bad. But yeah, the panic is hitting, bro. If we get moves like that, but the chop suey is going to chop suey. You know what I'm saying? Okay, still going down, though. You had a little shot there to hold up. But if that's going to go, this will be like 10, 15 minutes. A lot of downside momentum. Like I'm telling you, the premiums bounced already. About 50% off the bottom on a SPY put if you want it. But that's what makes it kind of scary because, again, if this is just chop, you're just going to be the overpaying side. But, yeah, no real headlines, no real developments. I mean, you did have the Boeing headline, and then Israel did attack Yemen's port, but that's it. NVIDIA bleeding. What about the Nikes? Nikes is kind of holding. That one might hit later. And then Disney. But then all of them traded like this yesterday. Even Staples and all that. So I think it's just chop city until we all get some correlation and risk on, risk off. But big tech, they are dumping. Now financials are going. So that's round number 2 with another big candle. You are going lower. Now Kava, that one sucked. So going down 5. Phillips 2 on the low. And the core weaves are holding, but even those are coming down now. So see, we're about to hit the low of the day. It's all still, this is nothing, guys. It's just chop. And then unfortunately, by the time you'll know it'll be real, you're going to have to give up another %. But look, everybody's going break even right now. So it is the low of the day, but it's 0.01, 0.01 down 0.06. So again, Russell's surprisingly doing the best. All right, I'll be right back. Follow me on Instagram. I'm going to go to the bathroom at the Trading Fraternity on Instagram, Real Cult News on Twitter. I'll see you in a little bit. Good morning.
Of U.S. companies and maybe more European involvement and what have you could be potentially significant medium term as well, not just in the short run. So I think it could be pretty positive for volumes and ultimately negative for prices.
Meantime, you got these other sort of variables: China demand, the long-term electrification of the planet. Are those also suppressing prices in the medium term?
In the medium term, they are. There's no question. Medium term, we're still going down that route, but also we've seen a bit of a pullback in electric vehicle sales around the world. There's also potentially some slowdown in the deployment of renewable power, so that may support prices. And also remember, oil at $60-65 a barrel is kind of cheap. We are talking about $10 per MMBTU, which I know sounds sounds high compared to U.S. natural gas, but most of the world pays $11-12 per MMBTU for their gas. So oil today is kind of the same price or cheaper than gas. So it's a pretty affordable fuel. So I do think you'll generate incremental demand at these lower prices. Plus China's stimulating. So we don't see a lot of downside. We think it's a bit of a, if you like, it's a bit of a price war because Saudi Arabia is having production. But it's a price war that's going to be very different to 2020. In 2020, it was short and deep, right? We went negative on WTI. This time around, it's going to be likely broad, but also shallow, we believe.
How about break-evens here in this country? Would you expect rig count to go up or down, given sort of, I guess, price pressures on inputs, right, and steel and all that stuff, and then the underlying price? How much incentive is there to drill?
Carl, you make a great point. I was in Texas recently, and that's the message that came about from 20-plus meetings there, and everyone's talking about lower prices, and to your point, higher input costs. That means lower margins. Tariffs on steel are biting, and ultimately, I think we'll see companies holding back. If we stay in these ranges, we believe U.S. production growth will probably go flat within the next 6 to 12 months. It probably won't fall unless prices come down a little more. But then again, we don't see a complete breakdown this time around. As I mentioned, I think Saudi Arabia wants incremental market share. Saudi Arabia also wants to put some pressure on the members that are not compliant with the OPEC Plus agreements. And the third reason, I think, it's, President Trump's been very vocal about adding more volumes to push prices lower, which, in our view, kind of set as much as half of the impact from tariffs.
Half.
So
eBay on the high.
What's going on here in energy is...
Yeah, Nike's still going, but literally Nike and Staples. So it is a day of Staples. You're kind of re-rotating back all week. You saw that Scheinbaum Minister Ibra to travel to Washington next week. Scheinbaum Eber to continue talking steel tariffs. So Mexico is sending somebody, Scheinbaum comments. But remember, this whole week was like rotation. You went Mag 7 leaders, and now all of those guys are coming down, and then the Staples are holding. Literally, Walmart ripping now. Just getting back after even the earnings. So it's just Staples. I don't think we're panicking. I don't think anybody's freaking out. This move doesn't mean anything. It's until we actually break. Like we talked about, you can move down, but it doesn't mean you're going to get a bear market right away. We're still in this calibration instead of panic now. But I think you're just rotating a little bit back to Staples, taking off the Meta and the Mag 7, and then we're just dancing around until we're spin the wheel. Okay, going lower, about to hit the low of the day, but remember, you're barely negative. Dow is actually green. You just went negative on the SPY now. Yeah, the dollar, everything. But equal weight is up. This is exactly what I'm trying to tell you about the rotation. This week, equal weight didn't really go up as much. You guys see it? You had the gap, but then the SPY got to go a little bit more, but equal weight did not go higher than Monday. SPY did, or Tuesday. So now equal weight's going, and then the big 7 is just going to chill. That might change. Again, they might all go by end of the day, or by end of the day, they'll take a little bit off the Staples, and then we'll just end barely red. SPY going lower. Yeah, bro. Yo, Euro. What the fuck? Yeah, the Euro's plummeting on this. Uh-oh. You might have a bad trade deal brewing. But yeah, the Euro is moving a little too much now. I haven't seen that in a while. For the last like week or two. And then you got the Mexico comment. So you're into the low. The currencies are moving more than any assets. But even then, it's not that bad yet. But watch. If Euro keeps flushing, that could be it. For now, it's just rotation. But just be on the lookout if you see more volatility on the currencies. All right, going lower. Guild on the high. Oh, more Staples holding. Fucking Walmart. Okay, SPY going lower. Why they want all the money, Habibi? You know, they want all the money. They say, no deal for you. Give us all the money. I say, why? Give me deal, Habibi. They say, no deal. You give us all the money. I say, why, Habibi? Give me a good price, Habibi. Good price. You know? We all need a good price in the life. Like a Bob Barker. You know the price is right. All right, Bond's now bouncing. I would just look for the staples. Staple rotation, that's what I'm thinking. I got eyes on Euro and SPY in Mexico for broad volatility. Simple as that right now. You either got staples and how that plays out, or we're looking for the wheel is already spun and maybe we're going to get something with trade. But that's where I'm at right now. But it's still chop city. So I think you're still prone to get pump faked and you're prone for choppiness. But for now, like I'm saying, those are the two things going on. It's one part rotation, another part you got dollar currency shit brewing. So, but we don't know what it means yet. Yeah, again, the meta is all, that's the Mag 7. But look at the staples. That's what I'm saying here. So we might have our opportunity. It's a lot of reds, but again, it's still early as fuck, you guys. It's not even Euro close. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Yeah, you're starting to go down though. Like I'm saying, I think it's easy to read right now. It'll be hard if it is the dollar and it is the currency stuff. You get what I'm saying? Otherwise, this is an easy one. You're just rotating back a little bit. That's all. Taking the little profits on Mag 7, going back a little bit to safety. But now, like I'm saying, the euro, dollar, that could be the part that gets the panic. If that's not it, this is just a normal staple move. Got the core reefs chilled out. There's no news. That's what I'm saying. It's still very early. I'm just calling out what I see. And, like, you could kind of, I think it's pretty objective. You could see it. The staples are doing good. There is, again, it's really Mag 7. Look at the equal weight. But then we did notice on this little drop, the dollar and the euro and the pound. And then we got one little Mexico headline. So there could be something brewing. We were waiting for Trump to talk about what deals we got this week. So, yeah, but we're kind of moving around. It seems a little big, but it's all within 0.25%. So, yeah, just eyes on for the rotation. And then Tesla, I still like them, but they're hard. Walmart, that's part of the staples. PGR. Again, Cigna, if you want the health play, I think they're the real winner now. Okay, SPY's still going down, though. You're still dancing. EW. Edwards Life Sciences up 77. Be careful on a market order. Yeah, EW's up, what, 0.51? The Tesla one looked good in the morning, but then it faded. I still haven't got it. I've been eyeing that one from yesterday. But yeah, AW might be a dud. It's not really moving. Again, they who was it? Was it them yesterday or was it MDT? But one of these was moving. Pony AI, and then SPY going up. And let's see. So see if you get any rotation back and forth or not. Yeah, staples are coming down. And then tech might go. Yeah, Pony AI. That one's popping. And then cytokinesis. Uber, I have not. No, I'm waiting until they get the September contracts. Zivra. Where's Bitcoin? Yo, MSTR, I forgot about those. And then Walmart again. So Walmart is the staple that keeps going. Even old earnings plays are coming back. Coin round 2. Again, that's been the real winner today. Yep, and then besides Core Weave and Coin. And now even Walmart. Okay, you're coming back up. Like I said, either rotation or eyes out for dollar. That's all you got to do. When is the ex-dividend for these companies? Okay, in a month. PCVX, shift 4 on the high too. All right, bro, it's only 7:50, you guys. Still mad early, so you're still 40 minutes off of Euro close. It's kind of crazy. Boeing nears deal to avoid prosecution in crash case. They're pumping that one again. So again, Reuters and then the whole avoid the liability thing. But that's coming out again. It was on this candle, but they're reiterating it. The OI, no, I do not. I don't care about open interest on a play. I keep it in mind if it's like a wild random play with no volume. It's good to know. I do notice when I'm the only one buying something, but other than that, I don't use open interest as any sort of a indicator. FI, they were going, all right, SPY back to VWAP. So again, just watch the staple dynamic until we get a headline. HIM's on the high. They've been running all day. What's the other one? Staples. Yeah, so watch if Staples give back. But that could be it. If the Staples give back, that was a pump fake. And then Disney now going. But there is a lot of stuff up. Again, you had a majority of the names up. Wells Fargo now on the high again. And see if banks start moving. Oh, no. Do I not have a Carbo? Oh, no. I would like a Carbo right now. Okay, hold on. I'm going to go get a Carbo real quick. I'm still here. I'll just be watching over you.
Knocking on the doors.
Amen.
To be one of the reasons why the
Kobe
chose now is the time, Sarah, to say, hey, good time for us to be part of a larger entity that can compete at scale. And interestingly, they will be significant shareholders. The Newhouse family continues to be a significant shareholder. And John Malone, whose Liberty Broadband is also merging in to the company, and this will all be done at the same time, essentially. That deal was announced back in November. Will also personally still control, I'm told 1% to 2%, but still an important shareholder as well.
Comcast shares a little
Okay,
bit
I'm
higher.
back.
Just wondering maybe what they might do.
Carbo is a carbonated beverage.
Yeah, it's unclear.
Cubit.
There's much to do there at this point in terms of this deal, and on the regulatory front, this one would seem to be okay. It's domestic. It's going to add jobs in the U.S. Brian Roberts, well, Donald Trump,
he's been a target.
Yes,
of Trump lately. When we come back,
Yeah, all right. You got a couple of small cap poppers. Russell is the winner of the day. Bonds are dying now, but NASDAQ is still in the red, and the only one in the red is still very, very small today, brothers. Carbo on me. Oh, thank you. I love you too. So, fuck yeah, guys. Thank you. I love you. Appreciate. That's what. Amen, bro. And I hope you guys, bro, I hope y'all live up to your potential, okay? And I hope y'all, all you guys, you better know you have a future. You know that? And life is beautiful and God is good, okay? Oh, I hope you feel, bro. I hope you feel, but amen. Big vibes, bro. Big vibes. All right, bonds new low. Oh, that's P6, not PSX. Yeah, I don't know. The bonds, you had that rally yesterday, but they are coming down. And just, again, you may have bought time yesterday, but just think about what we talked about. And above 4.5 on the 10-year, if you watched the watch list the other day, we're going to go to 4.75. And then I think the market at 4.75 to 5, that's when you'll feel the slowdown pressure. Unless something economically shifts. Hard data or literally an economic shift. Okay, a lot of small caps. Again, TGTX, they had something this morning. They were on the pre-market movers. What was it? I'll find that. I swear it was on here. TGTX. What did they have this morning? Maybe or were they down? Oh, that was TVTX. One letter off. One letter off. Yeah, but TGTX is different. Edwards is going. Remember, we saw that one move there. No idea what it is. SPY starting to go up. Okay, it'd be nice if we could get Staples working with it. SFM is going up, so they might now. So watch, we're leading into Euro close, but see if this turns into everything up. DoorDash on the high. I don't know if that's momentum or news. DoorDash kind of running. Why is there so many fucking... Oh, that was Boeing. But yeah, DoorDash. And then crowd on the high too. AMC. Oh yeah, AMC did rocket up. I don't know. Good luck. Be careful, but yeah, that did move up. Yeah. Interesting. Literally. I have no idea what it is. LWEW. And then DoorDash, like I said, but there wasn't really anything on there. Okay, look at bonds, dude. And MDT. Use DoorDash. You understand it. So it's so expensive though. It's disgusting. Bro, I went cause I got, I told you guys about Better Buzz. It's a San Diego like coffee thing. Bro, I'll DoorDash it. Oh, bleh, it's disgusting. Bro, I went in the other day. I went in and I got a normal, like, without door dashing it, bro. I was blown away. It was a third of the price. So, yeah, it is easy. DoorDash is very easy. It's convenient. Wells Fargo's ripping. It'll save you time, but, oh, yeah, dude. No, it's, even with Dash Pass, bro, it doesn't matter. Bro, it's crazy expensive. It really, really is. Ash Burlington. FI still, and then Spy VWAP again. Watch now. Next leg is either going to be Staples or Tech, or they're both going to move in tandem up or down. That's a good tip, bro. So keep that in mind, because, like, look, right at VWAP, you just made that move. It's either Tech and Staples are going to both go up together, or they're going to start going down together, or you're going to do one or the next. But this dynamic is important right now if you're trying to get a read. Dash is up still. Is that AMC again? So I don't know, man. Do your thing. AM Sizzle. Just looks like it's not. Is it printing? Why did it show up again? Yeah, there you go. It's lagging, but it printed. All the days, God bringing it to the path, baby. Lord almost took me home. Oh my goodness. Thank you for your service, bro. Hell yeah, bro. You're here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And the people are here. They didn't lose their lives for no reason. God bless America, baby. Amen, bro. Court. W on the high. I don't know when Trump is going to go live. I mean, we're calling it headline roulette or Trump roulette for policy. So that is kind of what we were waiting on. Brissol, welcome, baby. And good morning. Yeah, we'll hear him soon. Eventually. Or it might just be, oh, fuck yeah. Okay, red. So watch out. Like I'm saying, notice the dynamic, whether or not we're Staples. But once again, Bond's catching a bid while watch if everything goes down. Be careful. So again, if Tech goes down with Staples, that'll be the problem. Otherwise, it'll be Tech goes up and then Staples will come down. Oh, yeah, but that reminds me, you guys. I forgot. Do you remember the last 2 Fridays? You guys don't remember? It's been quiet. And everybody, that's why we would, like, chop and wait. So, yeah, I don't know. Today it might not be about what Trump says or does live. It might just be like a random headline of, like a rumor coming into it. DJT pop in. Speak of the devil. So now you got DJT moving. I think they're already kind of up. Yeah, I hate DJT, bro. They just jack the options up right away. So be careful on that one. But yeah, just get ready, though. I think today, like I'm saying, we're waiting for the weekend vibes, and that's been teased, from the beginning. But the real drive, it might just be like a rumor headline. They may not be the president, but sources close to the president, and then a Wall Street Journal type set the narrative, So why, Donald, stop leak to media, Donald. How come your media disrespect you, Donald? My media, Donald? Donald, don't let them, Donald. Donald, why they disrespect you, Donald? Donald, you are a leader, Donald, of America. Don't let them bully you, Donald. Don't let them bully you, Donald, please. Oh, yeah, and then, does anybody, I forgot to ask, does anybody have a good tooth broker? Does anybody know where I could sell teeth? I need to buy more Bitcoin. OpenAI launching a preview of Codex, cloud-based software engineering agent. Check Microsoft, check Amazon and Google, some OpenAI cloud thing. Connects codecs via sidebar and ChatGPT. And then Spy going again, Staples as well. Yeah, OpenAI. No, but for real though, if you guys, like literally. So Michael Saylor says sell a tooth if you must, but keep the Bitcoin. So I'm like, yo, if you know a good tooth broker, I'm trying to, I did not do. The house was terrible. Terrible. I get it now. Remember I was like, dude, they were telling me, that's why I had to go and see it myself. Because they were telling me like, no, it wasn't the foundation has a clear problem. It was like slanted, bro. Like I was dizzy. I can't explain it to you, bro. Like walking through the house, it was so unlevel, and it was just like, it was weird, and it wasn't like a good layout. Like that's why I couldn't flip it. That's why I was mad, because it needed walls knocked down. You don't need a new foundation, but you had to level this thing. It needed something. And then the land plot was beautiful though on it. And the zoning on it was amazing. And it seemed like a good price, but I thought it was a livable house that people would want to buy. You know what I'm saying? Because then that way I could have just remodeled it, made it nice, cleaned it up very nice, and then it would be a livable home. But no family would ever buy this house. It's not. The front door has a toilet and a washing machine. It's actually insane. So, yeah, it was perplexing. One of the most confusing houses I've ever seen in my life. I've definitely seen scarier houses, but it was confusing, bro. I was like baffled. I'm telling you, I was like, I get it now. Because they were trying to tell me, like, they're like, no, it needs a lot more. It needs a lot more. So, yeah, I was tripping. Tooth for soul. Oh, you're back, baby. Welcome. Yeah, man, and no plays. Don't post plays, you guys. Read the rules. That's it. You can't even post long-term plays anymore. And then now you guys are on a delay. I know, isn't that crazy? It's the delay's funny though, because you guys got to realize we're so early with the news that even with the delay, you're still early, and that's it. And then any mother effer trying to front run or pump the Chad, let's just say you're late, okay? That's all. I will be very, very first on everything, so be careful. And that's why now, don't gamble. You will get clapped. Uber is popping, yep. It's going up. Didn't I show this house on stream a few months ago? No, that was a different house. That was a different off-market. How long is the delay? It all depends, but long enough to where if you are trying to stream snipe, you'll probably be the one getting sniped. So, but then the information is still early enough where you can act on it. That's the beauty of it. Because dude, you know that Boeing headline the other day that we made 2,000% on? You realize we were 7 minutes early? And then some places put it out 4 hours later, as if it was new. So, yeah. So the information, but if you're going to try to scalp little plays and try to pump and do shit, you're at a disadvantage now, unfortunately. Okay, we're chilling out, though. Again, that's why we're talking a little bit more. And I hope if you guys ever have any questions next time, lock in the mornings, you know? I killed it this morning again. That's what I'm saying. Those core weaves, bro. I got greedy on it, and it worked. But other than that, you know, now we're here. Am I staying on this? I don't know. We'll see. I mean, if people keep fucking with me, again, the reporting and all the other stuff, like I said, I'm having fun with it now. So you guys keep giving me ideas. So now it's stock market close to live. Well, now I'm banning you. Okay? Like I said, just like all the other people, we've done it many times. I'm not bothered too, by the way. I'm just saying, I am being serious with you. I'm telling you something, and then you guys will take the smallest thing and then try. This is how we have paid Philo. This is now you have a delay, so keep going. I got you. It's just, if you are gonna, because that's the whole point. If you're gonna already label and treat it that way, then I might as well. You're right. So if you want to call it stock market almost live, just know the delay could get a lot longer. And there's a lot of other things too. So, but figure it out sooner rather than later. But yeah, so we'll see. But day number one, we could try it out. But be careful now. The information will help you. But if you do try to scalp something, you might be the victim. So now you got to head on a swivel. And then now if you're using the stream to sell it to your subscribers, all of them are going to be right behind me. You know that, right? So now they're at a delay too. You have to let them know or they're going to get caught off guard. FedEx on the low. So look at this is an example. It's down $1, but it's not moving too crazy. Yeah, a little bit. Oh, I still even whiffed. Yeah, but see, watch out for that, though. There's still cheap ones, but nothing's going on. I don't see anything. Yeah, my thing's lagging now. But yeah, watch out for those. Slowly lifting the training wheels. I have. It's good. So I'm saying. And now it's gonna again. I want you guys safe. I don't think people get it. I want safety, and again, pizza. And a lot of people are they're up to no good. But that's not my problem. My problem is no problem. My responsibility is the Chad. So I'm gonna make sure you guys are good, bro. Pizza's popping, bro. Pizza. I don't know if it's a headline or not, but it actually kind of looks decent. So heads on that. It's less than 1% though. So nothing for now. Uber news. It was popping earlier. I don't think that one was news though. Again, we just saw like random candles, but yeah, it's going. That might be your other point. That might be just like a CNBC pump. Let me check. I'm gonna check volume, see if anything's unusual. Again, that pizza thing, there's been a lot. No. Uber's below volume right now, below average. Boeing pop, again, that news got reiterated a few times. So yeah, Boeing is starting to work up now. Eyes on that. They got the pizza combo. Pizza. Where is pizza? Did it just pop? I told you right when I bought the options though. They got clapped. AMC now. Oh shit. Well, well, well. Look who it is. Yeah, AMC's running. A good call, Star. But yeah, be careful with that. In the name of being safe. Editas. Which one is that? Oh, well, well. SMR flushing. And then Boeing, Bonds. But again, Bonds and Spy. I don't know if Staples. Now you have McDonald's. Edwards again, bro. We have no idea what that is, huh? MSTR back up. Again, AMC was running. Edwards, we saw that pop. Yeah, MSTR is really running now. What the fuck? All right. Fiverr. I don't know if Roaring Kitty is back. Now, is GME going? They did the other. No, that was just AMC for God knows what. But be careful. All the premiums have shot. I mean, it's fucking AMC. I don't Disney's been doing that, bro. They had good earnings, and then that's it. Watch Edward Life Sciences. That one just keeps popping randomly. They had little cheap contracts, but they won't move. Yeah, if you got AMC on the first Stars call out, they were dirt cheap. And then now they all just went crazy with everyone, whatever it's doing. So yeah. And again, I hope you go, oh wow. So I hope you guys like follow the premiums. You know what I'm saying? Like if you do want to play it, I even put out a couple of stream alerts. Any of these like little random pops, watch the certain contract or watch the play, but don't do it and wait till there's confirmation sometimes. But in this case, I looked at them and they were low, and now it's just like, what the crazy. You haven't heard my XR opinion? What would it cost for a real Chad to get that? My brother, I mean this respectfully, but like, if you don't know the answer, why would you be a real Chad? You know? So, yeah. We'll talk about it later. Maybe after Fila. After Fila or something. Bro, Core Weave is going again? Bitcoin MSTR. Look at Edwards, bro. Did I stream alert that one? I think I did. Just look at Edwards. Don't make a move yet, but something was weird with that one. No, I said watch the Nike, yeah. And then FedEx. Yeah, so keep EW on watch. That's what I'm saying. Notice the premiums. Don't do anything yet. AMC again. Whoa, bro. Bro, the AMCs took off. Like, even crazier. Is it? Are they going to fucking squeeze this shit? All right, well, good luck. And then DJT, though. Remember, that was the same time as AMC. But the DJT ones, bro, they scam heavy. Good. If you took the front run on those, those made I think 700%. If you took the front run, but if you took the late stage ones, those still doubled up 200%. Oh, where's Tessie? And then Cigna. And then SPA's holding up. A meme rally. I don't know, man. Just don't. Quality, you guys. Quality. You could speculate and gamble all day. Do it in budget. Do it responsibly, hopefully. But, there will be a time where you guys are going to have to deal with a different FOMO. This FOMO had negativity. But, you are going to have to, you better figure this out sooner rather than later. Just got a new job. We'll be putting more in the long term. Looking for a home for my wife at the future. We appreciate you too, Connor. That's what I'm talking about. Gold shorts. I mean, if you watch like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, Watchlist, I gave a lot of information on those who wanted to do that. Because I don't want to do it, but I have info. So it's all related to the euro. And it's all related to currency. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not. No, I'm good, G. My life good. I don't need a short goal. I'm going to just, where my fucking coins at, bro? Oh, we haven't done this with the new mic. All right, so Jordan, weren't you just asking me these other questions? No, that was the other Jordan. But you guys, so I was just about to ban the shit out of you. Off topic, we could talk about it after Fila. I need y'all in the game, baby. Even if we do nothing, it's Friday, but yeah, I'm not answering those questions right now. The vibe. People ask a lot of stuff in the morning. You need to focus on the market. And I just farted. GME moving now. Oh, indeed. Well, good luck, brothers. Good luck. You got a little pop. Up, GME. Pull retail maybe, but we'll see if they all start pumperooning. Nice meme rally into a crash. Oh, yeah. Doesn't that usually happen? So, yeah. Well, GME and AMC out of nowhere today, boys. So, yeah. Keep them on watch. Do what you want to. Or just get a long term. Make your life easy. Sit on your hand. Hey, no problem with that, bro. I'm telling you, it's a superpower. We saw it the other day. Sit on your hands at the right time may just be the best thing you can do. Coin still up. Pizza. Oh, shit, bro. Pizza. Nah, bro. They tripping. Oh, they're tripping. Pizza. Oh, I fucked up. No, they won't fill it. Oh, they did. Yeah, bro, pizza. Again, we have our other plays, but you know why. It might be a rumor. I don't see anything yet. I'm waiting for that. Where is it? I don't see it. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, bro, it's going nuts. Pizza. Why won't that do that? All right, hold on, let me send this out. Bubba John. That's what it could just be a liquid, but that now it moved up 2% from the bottom. I like this. It's not moving though. Again, we already lost. I already have losers on that play. Yeah, ex-dividends next week, so there's even a reason to buy ahead of it. But, yeah, remember, this is what I was looking for earlier. I just couldn't get it. I say I'm going to take a loss on those other ones unless we actually get something. Bubba John, I don't see anything either. It did that earlier. Remember, we saw that first pop. Nothing happened alongside FedEx, and then it did it twice, and then we just saw it again. That's why, but now it's moved up like 3% with not one word. So eyes on it, but you know what I'm expecting. Pizza. That's only 100%. If you got those at 5, it's 100%, which is good, but, and then we have the losers, but you're not getting anything else besides that. Bro, Core Weave, like I told you, the volume, it already did its volume in the first morning. So like I told you, I got a little algo thing, and it's projecting 43 million in volume by the end of the day. That was at 14 million, and now it's at 20. So yeah, but the demand is unusually high today for Core Weave after the NVIDIA thing. Pizza? I don't know. I don't think pizza's an anomaly. Let me check. Macron spoke to Trump while in Albania. CVS pop in. And then Sprouts. Half cost at HD. How much should we set aside? As much as possible. So I'd like if you could get a stock option from your company for extremely cheap. I'm a big fan. So if you're telling me you get half off Home Depot, I would arguably put half of your money in there. Not a recommendation, but what do you mean? I mean, you're getting 50% off. What are the terms? How long do you have to hold all that? Could it be unusually high? Firms are going to short it. Could be, but I think people are chasing the upped NVIDIA investment. Okay, pizza's still holding. The plays are holding even on a weekly, but it's just not moving. I don't know what it is. Whole X on the high. Okay, staples are still holding. Ever since we saw that, it's just now holding the up range. So, and then look, SPY has it moved. We're waiting for tech to lead or staples to lead, or they're gonna have some correlation. Oh, I put MIVDA. I need NIVDA. And pizza. Oh, where's Tessie? Maybe. We talked about that one all morning. Pizza test complete big volume. Oh, I thought that was a headline. No, yeah, pizza's above average now. Huh? Yeah. Look, I'll get you the chart. Yeah, pizza, something is in the oven. You get it? Something's like in the oven. It's cooking. No? Pizza? Pizza. Okay. So look, this wasn't like this. It just jumped. It just updated. So here, this is your volume now. So your 10-day average. But now, after these moves, I don't know if I've never used this like this, but see if it's now predicting pretty much from like May 8th. Yeah, it's predicting volume like this for some reason now. Oh, yeah, so that is a little bit abnormal. Core Weave is insane. I know, bro. And then Elevance and Urban. Spy's even going. I want to watch Staples, see if those take us. If they don't take us, then they hate us. But either way, what's the status? Yeah, Core Weave's about to hit 80. So again, this is just IPO breakout. We've done this, and now, that's what I was saying. It reminds me of ARM. But we'll see how high it goes. BJ's Spy. Whoa. Look at it. So now, Euro close in 2 minutes. But dude, we're just chilling. Chilling. Core Weave about to do the 80 now. Again, I sold a couple of sets, but we good. Oh, yeah, what happened to AMC and GME? Ukrainian Foreign Ministry says there's a number of unacceptable things from the Russian side to be talked about. MTZ, Fresh Pet, Globe, they were down. Globe had really bad earnings. Who was it? Oh, yeah. GME. And then AMC. They're still up, whatever the fuck this is. Who else? Qubit. All the little small cap quantums. Bros is starting to rip now. Again, they were already on the high. Pizza. So, yeah. The weeklies are still holding. And then we're going to lose on the other one unless it goes really crazy. And then that's it. And then all the other premiums are just chilling. But yeah, it's not moving. We'll see. Tesla. That's going now. And Spy, it's fighting, bro. It's fighting. $80 was what Core Weave was pricing prior to earnings. Yeah, but this, remember, the day before earnings, it was at like $50. That's why, again, that's why so many of the plays hit and went crazy. We got really greedy, but it's still like, yeah. Even the ones today, that play is now 200. And that was a terrible play. That's why I'm like, dude, they all went. And then the chain is just maxed out now. Pizza. Damn, right when I stopped saying pizza, now I'm pizza. Okay, Spy Popper. Again, you got some Ukraine headlines, but other than that, like I'm saying, bro, we haven't done anything. You got Euro close right now. So let's see where it takes us. And then Uber's still going. Some people are asking for news on that. Right. All right, I got out of the pizza weeklies. I still like them, but that's is really gambly for like a day, and then I'm just gonna stay with June. I went and I got more time on it. So I still like the idea. I want to see what happens. We'll see how the volume fits into it too. But other than that, I'm June now. I got rid of them. It was a small little 100%er. But not anything crazy. Today it could be that, but I think there's just a lot going on and we're still holding a big move that we've had. And then again, like re-rotations, rotating in and out. I think we're getting a lot of that. Meta pop a little bit. A lot of things are moving right now. We're near the high. There's a firm core weave above 80. My goodness. Yeah, bro, it's nuts. Pizza. All right, core weave, bro. It's nuts. Let me see where that one's at. I think, again, like I told you, the volume was expected, to be still 42 million. It's going to be higher than yesterday. Uber still. Man, core weave. Airbnb. Hi. But yeah, core weave now. Again, it's either it has to stop at like 87-ish, I think. Otherwise, it's just going to go to a fucking 100, bro. What are we talking about? So yeah, 80 is a big deal, but it's not going to stay. It's going to magnet to the next one or go from there. But either way, we have massive exposure on it already. Even this morning, you had a shot too. But SPY near the high. I still think you got to be on the lookout for the staples and XLP and how any of these play out. Other than that, man, very wild one. And then I need to go to the bathroom. I had a lot of water today. Follow me on Instagram at The Trading Fraternity. Real Cult News on Twitter. KJC, Ken Rouse. All right, babe. Apple asked Epic to resubmit update with including the U.S. So that Unity Apple, you're getting a headline too. All right, I'll be RB.
Companies surging month. His outlook on the AI trade, the impact of tariffs, what demand looks like, and more. We'll be right back.
Crypto Watch is sponsored. Large commerce model that is a very big AI model that consolidates all transactional information in all processes to train a model to serve better our customers. So we are innovating a lot using OpenAI 4 and DeepSeek and all kind of new models to really make a step forward in how AI advance on e-commerce. So data is a big priority for us. We are investing a lot on that, and we are just starting to release the good results of that.
And what you call yourself is sort of lifestyle e-commerce. So what else do you bolt on? Look, we've got the food delivery, you've got the mobility side, you've got the travel with this new travel operator that you've been buying. What else comes to that?
Payment, and I think it's good enough for now. So let me deliver lots of results on that, and then we'll put some adjacencies before. But as you can see, food delivery is very important because food delivery is a very high frequency business. People buy sometimes 5, 10, 20 times per week. So on top of food delivery, we are putting many other adjacencies as payments, as travel, as events. But why I'm very excited now, Prosus now is much more focused in 3 ecosystems. The first ecosystem of our focus is Latin America.
Yeah.
So you have all these business, all these offers working together in Latin America. Our second focus is India, and we have also Swiggy, that is a food delivery business in India. On top of that, payments, PayU, and Meesho, and Urban Company, other companies in India. So we are doing the same ecosystem approach in India. And our third, and I'm very excited about that, focus is Europe. I think Europe needs big tech in Europe. Now, we just bought Just Eat Takeaway. As I told you last time, we have $18 billion to invest. We want to invest a lot in Europe. And on top of Just Eat Takeaway, as soon as our deal is approved, so we are waiting for Europe to approve that, we are going to be able to invest 10 times more in AI in Europe. That's my big goal.
So, Fabrizio, you took us around the world there on a jet plane, but with the Just Eat deal, there's a shareholder complaint, right? They basically think 20 euros and 30 cents is less than half what you should be paying. What's the latest on that? Do you see it changing?
We are very confident this is a very good offer for both sides. We are paying around 50%, it's a little more, 55 or 60% premium in the previous price. So we are very confident this is a great offer. We got very good reception for most of the shareholders. Our expectation is to close, we have a strong expectation to close at the offer, and we think it's an amazing offer to the shareholders.
What other regions next? Which country are you going to surprise us with your next deal? We just have 10 seconds.
You got 1 second.
America.
Sorry. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad, my friends. Why do you do this? All right. Hume A. All right, man. Welcome to Friday. How y'all feeling, bro? It's so early. It's only been 2 hours. We're literally 8 minutes off Euro close. Again, this week has been wild. You're still up. And then we are waiting. We haven't gotten the weekend vibe just yet. And then again, this rotation today. I think you're getting a lot of that. I don't have a game for you today. I have the game, but I don't have a quiz. Again, I've been very busy these last couple of weeks. So don't get your hopes up. I'll tell you when to get your hopes up. Charter? Again, didn't they buy Comcast? Or no, that was Comcast bought Cox. Pizza. Maybe we can have pizza. We go bring in pizza for the class. No? Okay. You remember that? I remember that used to be hype, bro. Weed pop? Yeah, be careful on the MSOS, but I don't know if there was a... Usually I get a DEA headline. IT Beam. Again, high ticker is kind of balanced. Let me get you another checkup real quick. See where we're at. The Dow Jones, 19 green, 11 in the red. Dow Jones is up by 0.08. NASDAQ 100, 63 green, 38 in the red, and you're barely green. Space is going up. They were running up yesterday. And then S&P 500, 373 green, 129. Kind of the same from the morning. Yeah, space was like that yesterday. Last night, it was like their earnings or something. And then now it's just been continuing all day. Core Weave. I was on the 2-minute. Oh. Another great week. I pray for the chat and endurance. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Hertz on the high. So now that's the third small cap popper. You got AMC, GME, and now you have Hertz. So do as you please. Have a budget, be safe, but that's going. And then Dell now, a lot of things. So again, if we could get tech and staples, that'll be good. Core Weave at 81. Signal. Bruh. Let's go, baby. My man. This is great. I like endurance, bro. That's what I'm talking about. ICUI. Apple off the bottom. T-Mobile. Okay, SPY getting a little bigger. Venezuela begins exporting crude. Chevron, SPY going up. Eyes peeled. See if we hear anything. Uber's going up again. see if any currencies move, oil, all that good stuff. But until then, yeah, oil's even at the high. This might just be a normal pop. And then Oklo and SMR, bro, nuclear. But Apple even got some candles there too. So, again, I can't tell if it's a headline or natural movement, but eyes peeled, my friends. Eyes peeled. Skyworks. Bro, Core Weave now about to do 82. Uber 52-week high. Skyworks. I don't see anything yet. 3M now, more industrial and then energy. So again, like we said that, Airbnb, Chesky Talking Services. Said hello, love Airbnb services.
United States around the world are becoming, essentially services jobs. And there is no Amazon for services. People say Amazon's the everything store. It's kind of the everything in a cardboard box store. But there's this whole other world. It requires trust. It requires two people to have an exchange between one another. I think that's where Airbnb's core competency is. What we built is an extensible platform that's not limited.
Core Weave.
What's interesting
Core
is
Weave
the
pisses
chefs,
me
the
off.
massages, the
We
other
made a
key
lot
services
on
you're
that, but
offering
I've sold
do have to be vetted.
every
Yes.
play. I
That's where
made
you
them
get the
free.
scale.
Even I
How are you
went
gonna
big
scale
today,
that
and
if
it's
you're
still, I'm
doing
like,
this
no
on a
way.
person-to-person
I got
basis?
all
How
my
much
money
does
back,
ML
and it
then
still went
take
another
over?
$250.
I mean, a lot of like.
But yeah, that one's crazy,
bro.
bro.
Everyone in technology does is you start things.
So
by
GG's
hand,
if you got
you
that
learn the
one, man.
rules, and
If you were
train the
locked in on
technology,
Monday.
The technology takes over, either does it or it augments the people, and that's exactly what it was like
Uber.
here. We start very much by hand, and then we build tools to automate the
7
tasks that people are
inmates
doing.
have escaped
Brian,
from a New
I started
Orleans
using
prison.
Airbnb in the UK around 2010-11 when I went to college, right? And that was before Uber even launched in the UK. And when I think about the development of platforms and app technologies like yours, the one point of difference that an Airbnb has versus an Uber is that you don't yet have advertising. Whereas you look at Uber's ad growth, now for them on the investor side, it's a really big thing.
Oh,
How do you
shit.
think about that?
I think
Yeah,
it's a
great
huge
question.
opportunity. One of the frameworks I really like around how to invest is you want to invest in the most perishable opportunities first. And so we think a really perishable opportunity is, launching services and experiences. The timing is right.
That'd be crazy if Airbnb got into ads.
For us. It's
They'd make a
an
fuck ton.
inevitable opportunity for us. But
That's
we
what
don't think
Uber,
it's
that
the
was
most
part of the
perishable
Uber
opportunity.
thing.
So it hasn't been
Uber
something we
purchased
prioritized
and
in
then
our
did
near-term
that.
roadmap. I also think
And then the
it's
premium
really good to
subscription,
first
premium plus
extend
subscribers.
Our platform from homes to services, experiences, and beyond. So when we build things, we can build them as a horizontal platform.
Inevitable. That's really interesting. You got a lot of credit this week
So
for
it's
the
inevitable.
relaunch of the app and its ability to give you some long-term growth.
He's just not telling you
be
when,
grateful
but
to
down
hear
the
how you
line,
think
Uber
it
will,
would
or
drive
Airbnb
long-term
will do
growth. I
ads.
think from the street's perspective, that's more about revenue growth and profit, but maybe scale of the platform as well.
I think there's three things. Number one, there's a whole bunch
Did you
of
guys
people
know
who don't book
Airbnb,
Airbnbs because they don't come with services.
everybody
They
in
go to
tech
hotels.
loves them
So what
for
do you get after
design?
all the services
They're
of a
calling
hotel
Airbnb
and
the
more
new
in
Apple.
Airbnb. So that's one way.
They're calling
we actually can
Airbnb
grow,
the
is to get
leader
a
of
lot more
design.
customers. The
As
second
weird as
way
that
we
may
can grow
sound.
is a lot of people use Airbnb, but they only book one thing on the reservation, a home. So we can essentially get a greater share of wallet on the trip. The third and the longest term opportunity is local demand. We think a lot of these services and experiences that we're initially building out for travel consumers are eventually going to be things you're going to want to book in your own city. And that is an even significantly greater market. So there's really these three types of horizons.
Cosplaying with Megan Thee Stallion, learning volleyball with an Olympian in Rio. How did you get these one-off experiences? I mean, is this making some phone calls?
Yeah, I mean, a year ago we launched Icons, which are these extraordinary experiences hosted by the biggest names in culture. We had, we had made the Up House float in the sky, and we did all these really cool experiences. And then we started thinking to ourselves, how do we bring that magic to experiences? And we built this network of really interesting celebrities and global icons. And one of the things that we found is a lot of them heard about what we're doing, they reached out to us. I think a lot of these global celebrities companies want to connect directly with their fans. They don't just want to have a parasocial relationship on social media. And I think the more we talk about AI, the more we start to realize that we are accelerating our life living in a digital realm. We're spending more and more time on devices. And we want to be the kind of company that are getting people off devices into the real world, just as a balance. And I think that could be a very exciting proposition for the future.
As you can imagine, this show's been talking about AI relentlessly for the last 3 years, but we took a pause and started talking about tariffs and the economy relentlessly. You said now is the perfect moment to be launching these services and experiences. Why, in this environment where you saw consumer sentiment today is woefully low?
I mean, well, number one, we reported really, really good growth within travel. So I think people are still traveling. And I think when consumer sentiment is unsteady, they still want to travel, but they often want to find more affordable options. Airbnb is a great way to do that. But beyond that, like, this is a very long-term bet that we're making over the next 5 years. And I think this will endure across any kind of economy. It's just good to remind people, Airbnb started during the Great Recession of 2008. And so I think a lot of the great businesses are starting during, like kind of a weekend economy.
Brian, you're pivoting to founder mode, right?
Yeah.
How's that going to help Airbnb navigate the world that it's in right now?
I think founder mode basically just means like running a large company with a hands-on approach where you're in the details, you're leaders in the details, and everyone's rowing in the same direction like a startup. I think those principles are more important now than ever with this new technological revolution that's in front of us. You need people that are able to basically have their hands on the steering wheel and not be, in essentially like a self-driving car, which is, how more professional managers typically run things. So I think this is the perfect time to lean into the future, to put the pedal to the metal, put your hand on the steering wheel, and really drive transformation. And I think
it's a decent idea, but
have been led that way.
Yeah, it just all comes down to execution.
Airbnb, the technology.
Cart kind of running. Again, you had DoorDash going up earlier too.
What are people really good at that other companies are not?
I think a few things. Probably a few, but I'll highlight just two on the right now.
Please.
The first is our application. I think we have one of the most beautifully well-designed and built apps in the world. We're able to show it's incredibly intuitive. I believe we have one of the best design teams in the world. So we have really great applications. And so take AI. There's a lot of development on the large language model layer, but the applications haven't seen a lot of development. If you pick up your phone, almost every app looks exactly like it did before generative AI came on the scene. So that's the first thing.
This is what I'm talking about. The design, bro.
Is probably even more important, the offline world. We're really good at building apps, but I think we're even better at designing this system of trust between two strangers to live together. I mean, nearly 4 million people a day live together on Airbnb in nearly every country in the world. Think about all the ways you need to keep people safe, handle their issues, match supply and demand, facilitate money, make sure they're having great experiences. There's so much more. The offline world, the Airbnb, when people see Airbnb, they see an app, and the app is just to scratch the surface of our community.
I love that you're talking online and offline. Briefly, when you're thinking about Klarna having to decide that actually all the AI focus has to be unwound a little bit, customer service is not working as they wanted, bring people back. You're bringing AI to customer service. How's that going, and how much do you have to rely on people still?
We still have to rely a lot on people. I think it's going incredibly well. We launched a customer service agent in the United States to all English-speaking users, where now if you need help, you can reach out to an AI customer service agent. It's a front line. It's been trained on, hundreds of millions of customer trips to be able to be 24/7 and be an escalation point to humans or be able to answer the question themselves. But I think the key lesson here is you don't want to rush into a trend. I think that people got really, really excited about AI. They inevitably thought it's the future. It's going to do all these tasks in the future. All that's true, but you can't skip steps. And people want things to work. And so, we didn't want it to be an AI lab. We wanted it to be something people could trust. And so we've been very, very careful about focusing on solving real problems responsibly with a model that doesn't hallucinate. And I think that's what we're doing.
Airbnb CEO and co-founder Brian Chesky, it's great to have you back on Bloomberg Technology. Thank you very much. Now coming up, from banana pudding to the trade war to tech billionaires in DC, Bloomberg's new podcast is going to break.
I still like Airbnb. This stuff's good, promising, but they just have to execute. And he is talking 5 years out. They got to execute and then not dump on retail. AMC, thanks Stars. She called that one out. I put it up. And I looked at it, I was like, no way, it actually popped. But GG's if you got it. That one was fire. Good time. Good time. Fun for the whole family. Oh, what's the other one? We did GME. Where's that? And then SPY getting a red. GDP now forecast from the Fed. 2.535 versus 2.42. So slightly lower GDP from Fed. Yesterday, Atlanta Fed was higher. New York Fed was lower. Mm-hmm. Very interesting. TNXP, that wasn't, I don't know. I remember I got confused on the other one. Yeah, that red's nothing. I don't think that was it. That was off of, you did get the Nowcast or the Fed GDP, but I still do. We're in the opening range. We'll be lucky if we get a big move at the end of the day, like a random one. Other than that, it's all going to be on that little policy headline we're waiting for. We need to know what to think for the weekend, but otherwise, yeah, it is Chop City. You guys could go. I mean, I'm telling you, go. I mean, I would tell you to go buy stream alerts, and I'll let you know if anything big happens. But either way, it's not. I don't think it's that crazy. Or follow me on Twitter. I'll post on Twitter if it goes nuts. But yeah, I don't think you need to stress yourself out. But we are waiting for something. Again, we don't know what we're waiting for, but I am anticipating that we're gonna hear from Trump or even like Wall Street Journal or Reuters with some sources and something pushing the needle somewhere. Oh yeah, where is Bitcoin? Because coin is up, but again, in MSTR they're still up there too. CoreWeave is insanity. $3M on the high. Again, industrials. I like Airbnb for the long term. It's terrible though. You guys, I did, because, dude, I thought I was going to buy that house. We're not. But, dude, I was doing the calculations, and there was a calculation where I may have needed cash. And I was like, man, what do I do with Airbnb? But I have something cool to show you. When I do sell the house, when I do sell it for the house, I don't know. It's not going to be tomorrow. Maybe it'll take us another year. But at the end of the day, there's a cool little trick I think you guys will notice when we do it. I was running some calculations. Yeah, CoreWeave is insanity. So again, the original plays from Monday are up now 2,000%. But, and again, am I flexing? Sure, but I did post my plays somewhere. And like I said, I have the monopoly on plays here. But I gave you guys a lot of good call-outs on it. Even today, I was yelling about how the contracts were different. You were up 15%, 10%. That's where I made the other play today. I was telling you guys, I was like, bro, my other contracts are not up as much, even though the stock was going nuts. And then I gave you the volume prediction in the morning, so you had some opportunities. But yeah, every $40 turned into a lot. Oh, UNH. Hot dog. That one's going to actually be very weird now that I think about it. Let me see the chain. There's no cheap plays on there, but yeah, everyone's dancing around. Yeah, UNH. Kind of crazy. Because remember, they said that they haven't heard yet from the government. So there could be that little thing. But yeah, that's the low of yesterday. Or at least low of the morning. And now you're back into that range. So it may not mean anything, but it's moving now. Again, people were feeling a certain way after the little bounce here today. And then coin ripping, Abbott on the high. Nah, Cigna's going to be the winner, bro. Telling you, Cigna's kind of nuts. On the big, it just all depends on the property. and what I need, how much money I'll need, all of that stuff. But yeah, UNH, it's not news yet, but just breaking the low is kind of a big deal. Okay, premiums jacked. Yeah, that was the premiums lagged for a little bit, then they just popped up 20, 30. Some over 100 now. All right, well, GG's. Well, yeah, keep eyes on that if it keeps going. Well, yeah, everyone did FOMO CoreWeave after the news was NVIDIA raised their stake. So, yeah, again, and then it's at this 82 level. It's a big one. CTA, PHM, Pulte. And then SPY's still dancing around again. We are 30 minutes off a Euro close. Doximity, that was the earnings. Then nothing else. No developments, no wild moves. Again, you had a little bit of dollar currency, Euro shit in the morning. Otherwise, you just staple. Oh, UNH. Oh! Yeah, those hit. GG's if you got them, bro. Oh. So I still have my other one, but I think it's dead. Yeah, early. See, bro? Even with the delay, you early, bro. Y'all don't fucking feel me. That's crazy. Mark Cuban is leaving Shark Tank. Good. Now I'll watch it. Fucking Mark Cuban ruined my fucking childhood favorite show. You know that? Now I'm like, what the fuck? Why do I gotta watch this, man? Terrible. So UNH, I'm telling you, I think there's a lot going on. It's either a box of crap or it's gonna be the best dip you could ever buy. That's it, because now it's moved down 50%. So, but you don't know what's happening with it. It could be a very good opportunity, but if there's a lot of trash right now in the healthcare space, and like we don't know if this is a dud or if it's more serious than you can imagine. So the risk to reward makes sense. You're taking a huge risk on it, and if it is overblown, you're going to cash out on that. But if not, you're going to lose another 30 to 50% or wait and spend, a year or two trying to figure this one out. So it's got, again, the 2 days in a row, it's big, bro. NVO, it went down more than, that's why I took NVO. I like NVO. I love that product. I love that trend, but yeah, everything else, I'm not with it. The cool guy who's, I used to like Mark Cuban, and then I'm like, bro, you are terrible. And then he's trying to just sell drugs. He's literally. So much anti-insurance on YouTube comparing costs to having versus not. I mean, I've always told you guys, it's terrible advice. Yo, Baba. Whoa, Baba and then Line. Check Line and then look at Baba, but Baba's not as bad. Line. Lineage. Well, that looked like a short report, but it's illiquid as fuck. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they already jacked up premiums. Be very careful. Do not pay 50 cents for that one. You will get clobbed. Yeah, be very, very careful. Trump tax bill falls in House panel as GOP split on cost. So watch. Yeah, bonds are going up on that. That's good. In a weird way, because then the market likes the whole not spending money thing. Pizza Pop, better. I sold out the weeklies, though. We could have made good money on that, but I preferred the ones with time just because I already lost on a weekly. But yeah, they're up. Pizza. Oh, okay, no, they're down. The ones I saw, I was like, no way, that just tripled. Yeah. So yeah, the June contracts are a good idea. They're still holding. But yeah, pizza's it's above average, and you have the thing coming. Look at bonds are running off of that, bro. Bro, the bill not getting passed. The bond, that's so, look at the bonds are reacting to that as if it is a very good thing. Yeah, so watch the TLTs for the short term, just for a little bit, and then see what the market does. But if let's see, because this relates to like the vigilantes. I want to see if they're gonna fucking try to like squeeze it to highlight the point. You get what I'm saying? Because Trump's bill didn't go through, and now bonds get a pop and stocks go up. That's insinuating that the market doesn't like the spending. So watch for that. Because, again, bonds were already up. Interesting. Oh, what's the other one? Yeah, Zoitis on the high. Novo falls. VTI is probably about to hit a new high now. Yeah, so let's see. Because that's what I'm saying. What kind of bond vigilantes are these then? Hardline conservatives oppose bill seeking more Medicaid cuts. So look at XLV. Again, nothing's really responded to that. CMG. Market should hate. Well, no, not the bonds. And in a weird way, you would assume that the market would want more money, but this is why. Like I've been saying, everyone's kind of been tripping on the bonds and the fiscal scenario. Even myself, I was surprised at how much they were spending. But, yeah, it's still kind of odd. Market would like it, but at the point we're at now, if our fiscal excess really gets out of hand, and Trump, Bessent, Powell, if they really lose control over it, you're just, again, even the market going up, it's like Argentina. You know what I'm saying? You're not. So you could spend a lot, but if it's bad spending and it's unsustainable, it's going to come at the value of your money. So that means, yeah, your market will double, but now your dollars are nothing. So that's the ultimate negative of it. So it's like, yeah, market will like it, but not really. It goes back and forth. So that's why it's so fascinating where we're at, and the fact that, Trump is really trying to spend like that, because it's adding on to what Trump and Biden already did. And then it's like, okay, well, you better fucking make money. If not, then that scenario starts to become a worrisome reality. But that also takes time too, so nothing to fret over now, but, understand it. Mara on the high now, MSTR. Yalla Bitcoin, yalla. High tickers moving. It's a lot of industry specific, but yeah, we're still right below the 59.30. Yeah, MSTR taking off now. Again, the bill. Bonds was a dud. Who is it? Coin. No, I wanted to see something. Not GME. Oh, Staples. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. We're in business. Yep. So, again, watch. If Staples go up, Staples, tech, everything green, it'll be a nice gentle day. Coin and Meta on the highs. Space again as well. I love you too, baby. Good morning. Good morning. God bless America. Foreign Minister to Iran. Iran remain determined, straightforward, respect our right and terminate your sanction, and we have a deal. That's very good news. Positive. So that might be our weekend shit. Unfortunately, I would have wanted something related to trade. Yeah, look at oil. So again, Iran say you do the sanction, we make a deal. I don't know why oil is popping. Shouldn't oil go down? Because then they're going to throw in supply. So yeah, oil might go down. But other than that, Iran deal, that's a positive comment from the Iran foreign minister. Yeah, look at Staples though. Like I was telling you earlier, it just took a while, but now we're getting Staples and tech together, just like the other day. Yeah, Disney's doing great. Where's the Nikes? Remember, we had Nike activists. So watch out for that. Again, Iran deal, positive comments on Iran deal. That's your latest thing in the last 30 seconds or so. They're talking budget. I have hiccups. Hold on.
To advance it. Now, negotiations have been going on all this morning. Members of leadership have been here meeting with the holdouts, trying to find a path forward. But of course, it's difficult. If you want to give the fiscal hawks more cuts or deeper cuts or move some cuts that were supposed to start in 4 years up to now, you could potentially risk alienating some of the more moderate Republicans who say some of these benefits need to be in place for not only their taxpayers, but also for companies and businesses in their district. So it's a very difficult balance here. We knew this would be tough to do, but the bill at this point is just not able to clear that hurdle, really questioning exactly when they'll be able to get this done and what a final product has to look like to be able to actually get through the House, get through the Senate, and potentially get to Trump's desk if a product can even do that. Guys?
All right, you'll keep us up to date, but that is a very, very big development. Emily Wilkins, thank you. Right in there in the halls of Congress, letting us know the latest. There are a couple of implications here, obviously, why we were cycling through not only the market activity, but also the bond market. We can take a look at an intraday of the 30-year. There's been a point of concern over
Disney.
If you ask yourself, well, why are
and
rates
space.
continuing to back up a bit? Part of that concern definitely had to do with a still rising deficit and the cost of funding it. It's interesting, you know, Kev, on this news.
Yeah, bonds are holding the pop, but they're not moving.
Taking just a marginal.
That's what I'm saying. If they really
that, you know what,
are worried about the deficit, you want to see them react to that headline. But then again, they could also be anticipating another one will pass.
And that if you can take a little bit of the
well, one will pass no matter what because of reconciliation.
You get a little more freeway, if you will, for stocks.
I think everything you said is accurate, but again, we're pushing up against the valuations.
UAL and airlines.
A little bit. This was the last time that we saw the stock market pressed up here, and we think about how close we are to July, and we can start thinking about the 2026
Don't
earnings
say that.
And
July
multiples onto
Isn't
higher
it crazy?
numbers.
We're halfway done with May.
The bond market being bigger, smarter, and right is worth paying attention to. And when the bond market speaks, the stock market should listen.
Yeah, bond market's kind of been screaming a little bit, right? That we're not happy with the trajectory.
It's not the bond market. It's five people.
And this $4 trillion budget, the tax cuts, I should say, re-upping.
But no, the deficit is a concern, as I've been telling you.
There's going to be ebb and flow around that news.
Yang, China is going down.
Right now is positioning in the short term, and in the intermediate term, this margin squeeze that's going to impact valuations that Kevin and Steve and Bryn have all talked about a little further.
Iran
right
foreign
now,
minister, we always welcome dialogue based on mutual respect and always reject any dictators.
It's not raising them, I can tell you that. Therefore, it's squeezing earnings a little bit, and your valuations are pressed. And so in the intermediate term, you need to have economic growth, which has been decelerating, offset that. We got to see if that happens, and I think that's only going to happen in the intermediate term if animal spirits pick up. And that's a possibility. There's no question that that's a possibility.
See, I still don't see I think the chances.
Yeah, well, today is a lot of meta and like
of recession,
just
which I
again
was,
Mag
frankly,
7 impact versus SPY and
believing would
equal weight is
occur.
very different today.
I think
that's why that is the biggest difference. So again, look, equal weight's hitting a new high right now. SPY just hit one, but equal weight is up double the S&P.
Not just higher costs.
Again, it's about 360 names up. SPY going now, hitting a new high.
Business is slowing, and we can't ignore the consumer confidence number today. While business is slowing, they're not going to cut.
All right,
labor
Popper,
like
new
they
high.
used to in prior cycles, because they've been through that experience of how tough it is to bring them on. So
That's
you're
why
hold
volume is so important and confidence is so important in the intermediate term.
Right. And I don't think you have it there. So I still think, and you don't have CEOs that are still willing to open up the pocketbook and make investments.
All righty, LYV, AT&T is getting broader.
I'd say
in the short term.
Yeah, Staples want to go with it, but Walmart's coming down now, so see.
Well, short term and intermediate, which is why in the intermediate, short term, I'm still staying pretty much fully invested. Intermediate, I'm still very cautious.
Yeah. Bryn, do you want to respond?
Yeah, Steve and Rob, I think, have both brought up consumer confidence. Those numbers, let me be crystal clear, are a counter index. You should be buying when those numbers are weak.
Okay,
and so
good.
If you go look back,
But even then,
years,
it's
when
not
consumer
real.
confidence numbers are this weak.
That's what I
and
was
you look
saying.
at-
I think that like the dramatic nature of all of it, it takes away the sanctity of the data. Like, I don't know. Like, bro, look, let me find that chart. But the numbers are it's stupid. It's just getting out of hand. That's why I'm like, how can you even reasonably consider that data? So SPY's going up though. New high, McDonald's, watch again for Staples. I'm getting another idea. No, the spreads are wide, but I like it. Okay, high ticker is fully gassed now. You are in a new high, you guys. So see, because we're either 593337, you might just sell it off and then we still go slow. Otherwise, again, 5950 and then 5977. Those are where we want to get to, but 5950 is either going to like magnet up there or it's still going to be doing this like choppy. Yeah, I'm talking about the University of Michigan sentiment. Because again, like I told you guys at the beginning of this week on the watch list, it's time for a reality check. You can't, we're talking 8 months again now. Let me find that other chart that we started with this week. Please hold. Man, I have a lot of charts, bro. I can't find it. Is it this one? No, that's the default swaps. Here it is. This isn't even updated. So now it's higher, but this is what I was saying. This is at 8-9 months. It's not even like fade the data. It's just like the data is now, it's lying itself into a way of getting like useless. I don't even want to talk about the data because I'm like, I can't even entertain it. I can't even validate it. Like, what are we discussing? Like, it's too in la la land at this point. And then I showed you guys the other one because last time, like, let me see if I can find that chart. It might be in my archives. I think that one is. Okay, Tesla. Now look at bonds. See if that wakes up. Like we're saying, related to the bill, you might get something. Where's CoreWiv? CoreWiv still up. Where's Yunch? Unich went up. PNC on the high. Oh, what up, PNC Financial? Was there any news online? I don't think so. No, it dropped 3 though. I'm gonna say we saw that, but nothing materialized, and then the bill stuff came out. Wally World pump faked. Yeah, SPY's getting up there. So again, that's why we're saying 59.50 it works a lot harder to get higher from here until we get a break. But yeah, you are literally back to the beginning of the year now. This is where you were at January 3rd, and then this is the gap level of January 15th, and then you're right off of or right at the low of February 3rd. So 2 weeks later from this day, you hit all-time highs, and now, yeah, you're back to this level. So welcome. All right, it's moving up a little bit more now. You're getting some. Janssen gets UK MRHA for Crohn's disease. Janssen. Is that J&J? Johnson & Johnson. Hub's on the high. Fed, no, the thing that's going to make inflation go out of hand is the bill. This is what I've been telling you guys from day one. I'm not worried about tariffs, and I don't care if it's Trump or not. The thing that causes real inflation is when the government spends a fuck ton of money. So that's why if Trump does get this reconciliation bill and they end up spending a ton, and then worst case, you don't bring any money back from the tariffs, or not as much as you project, that's the inflation. The inflation is going to be another $2 trillion of spending. But I genuinely, for all of you, I'm not, and you shouldn't really be worried about any other inflation besides that. The real inflation that really affects your assets, your money, your spending power, your wages, it is $2 trillion. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be, Fed cut, the Fed cut rates in 2019. You didn't have inflation. You never felt it. In other times, 2015 and the other starts and ends of QE. But it's when the government gets out of hand spending. So that is truly and genuinely what I believe. And I think it's rooted in a lot of objective fact, but I hope that could help you guys, but that's how I'm viewing it. And that's why I'm saying, albeit I am a Trump supporter, I look at that bill and I know exactly what it says. I told you guys right away. And like I'm saying, factoring in the bonds, it makes the bond market understands it, and the bond market's communicating, but the bond market is a little over its skis because there is a couple of people out there who are, hammering down their disagreement. But even without them, I would still have the same conclusion. And I think the bonds would still look how they do, just not as bad, but it would still be bad, higher yields, because like I'm saying, if you have been following the fiscal scenario, the president has changed, but the vibe hasn't. You get what I'm saying? And that may sound weird to some of you. You're like, what the fuck you mean the vibe hasn't changed? They're completely different. I know, but this idea, fiscal, government, right? The spending, it's the same track. You're not. We're on the same exact train track for the last almost 10 years now. But really like 7 or 5 years where it's a heavy fiscal excess. From Trump to Biden, everybody's throwing in more money. They're all pushing credit limits, even looking at the consumers and the business corporation and the real estate even. They're all like, fuck it, push it. And we could do it. No, we'll do this, we'll do that. But they keep pushing it. Everybody is. It doesn't matter who, Republican or Democrat. And the bonds know this. The bonds are telling you this. There's, like I'm saying, some part of the bond market is getting dramatic, just like the TV and Bloomberg, and that's no coincidence, but it is the fiscal track of spending and handling the spending and being comfortable with the spending and just fucking yelling or bessening or whatever your bond way out of it and selling. All of it is just the same shit. And that is all inflationary and pressure because it's government spending, nothing else. So anything besides that, I'm a bond guy, and that's why I'm not worried. But I'm only worried about that, and I'm worried about the spending. And if you really want to get worried about inflation, it will be undeniable if we keep spending and spending and spending, and then if the money doesn't come in, yeah. But if that bill is cut in half, I'm gonna have a different answer, and you should too, and you should have a different worry or expectation. But it really is, and I hope you all truly get this because this is a recent development, but it's kind of the thing we've been saying all year. But now you're watching everyone focus on this bill, and like I told you from day one of it, I'm like, it's high. It's not. It doesn't. The clothes are different, but it's the same on the inside. You know, they go to church, but I know what they do at home and Monday through Saturday. So it's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. And the market knows that, or at least the bonds do. And I do think some people are trying to take advantage, but when it's all said and done, that fiscal is your inflation. And the higher it goes, the lower it goes, that's going to determine whether or not you should be more or less worried. So, yeah, Republicans, Democrats, I don't care who you are. I think that is, again, objectively good and true info, and I am building around it. And that is it's a good thing to know. Beyond. MMC again, SPY near the low, but it's going slow, but near the high. Pizza. I need to see it. Yeah, just staying pinned up there. Okay, going round 2 now. NEM, couple of the communication and solid value plays still going. But, yeah, you're still just holding this up. XLP still up. Yeah, and I don't know what happened with Line. I didn't get anything. Yeah, well, listen, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I even try to make videos on all of it. And, dude, the world is wild now, and people get really, like, tripped out on it and so, like, sensitive. But hear me, bro. We can make a lot of money off of this. All of you, I'm telling you, if we get the right read like last time and we know where it's going while everybody's arguing, there's going to be a fucking... Oh, dude, you have no idea. That's what I'm saying. I don't think people have comprehended it because I'm trying to tell them this, and I'll say it in videos, and they're just like, Donald, oh, your hamburger meat. Oh, so I'm like, oh, okay. But, yeah, so this is very critical, very critical. More or less money and knowing how to read it and where it's going and understanding that, we might get a very good jump that will be very profitable for all of you. And above all else, I mean, I hope it keeps you safe. You know, even back when we got the jump in 2020, you know, I'm glad some of you got really rich off of it. But above all else, I'm more glad for the people who, if they didn't take those steps and get a house and buy the dip and use all of the opportunity that was there, it got so much harder. So that's why I'm saying, above all else, gains are cool, but you know, if they throw all the board pieces in the air and the money supply and all that, you know, you prioritize your safety and just knowing and being prepared and having a good plan that'll withstand the future and taking advantage of what the market provides opportunity-wise. That is going to be a good outcome. So God willing, but that's, again, and that is our job. So let's do it. But in the meantime, just make no mistake, that bill is important. That bill is important. UNH pop. Oh, yeah, UNH. All right, well, let's see what we're doing now. Oh, they're scamming. Be careful. They won't fill. Oh, I botched it. They halted? No, I botched it, though. Yeah, I was a little late. But, yeah, UNH to the upside now. Could be a pump fake. But it looks pretty big, yeah. Just good on volume. That's it. Nothing else. But, yeah, I already botched it. Oh, I fucked that one up. GRYP. Okay, but keep it on watch. I got a cheap one. It's bad. I don't like it. Go, go, go. All right, well, let's see. I don't see anything on it yet. Let me check the news now. Okay, and then spy near the high. Watch any of the other healthcare companies. The news on CoreWeave technically was just, who was it? The guy, NVIDIA bought into it. Okay, I'm out of CoreWeave. I just made a quick one. Or not CoreWeave, excuse me, UNH. I fucked up. I fucked up so bad on it. I still made money, but that's it. It fucked with my head. I'm out. I just took my cash. I got a good gain, but no, I had, it's, you know what I'm saying? I had a different price and I clicked the wrong button. UNH director buys 1 million. So insider buy. That's it. Yep, I left a lot on the table. I had it, but I just fucked up. Still made money, though. I made like 30%. I'm not mad, but fuck. Oh, good day, though. Good fucking week. My goodness. Well, yeah, insider buy UNH. You're early, man. Y'all kidding me? Even with the delay, you're early? That's insane. Yeah. Great week, but you got to take profits or it's not going to be a good week. But that's what I'm saying. We hit almost every play. I lost on pizza. We had a couple of flops here and there, but, you know, we're talking multiple 2,000% gainers and all these other ones. So make sure you pay yourself, though, and make it, you know, take something to the bank. If you have stream alerts, let it pay for itself and be wise. And that's it. But yeah, SPY's still going. We hit the UNH. Good luck. They're still up. And yeah. Okay. All right, man. Still holding up. Danny here on the high. What a day, brothers. What a day. What a week. CoreWeave paid for 5 years of stream alerts. It did. It really did. I made a fuck ton on it, bro. Even I'm happy. I think I made more off of CoreWeave than I've made off of stream alerts. So, yeah, bro. They were killer. They were fucking killer, bro. I'm telling you. It sucks, too, because I'm like, dude, I made so many of them free. I'm not even gonna play this mental game, bro. But, yeah, it's been a very good one. So, good luck, man. Nice little long-term bonus. Okay, still holding. I did have a CoreWeave put. I added the put because I was up so much. Remember I told you that? And I was like, I have all these plays, and then I kept adding to them, though. I made like 5 other plays after the earnings. That's why it was stupid, but yeah, it worked. But other than that, it's it. Yeah, either reinvest. I mean, this one, I mean, we'll turn it to a crib, but that's usually the same plan I tell you guys. It's either going to real estate or back to stocks, one or the other. But the trading account, you know, I really keep it the same amount. If it does get too high, I wire out, but then it's just supposed to be there to supplement. So, but this one was good, so yeah. We'll do our thing. SPY new high. I would not add CoreWeave to the long term. No, that is not what I did. It's very overvalued. I mean, that's why we're just hitting them, bro. It's literally, we've rolled it over like 3 or 4 times. Apple spokesperson says Epic Sweden resubmitted app without including the U.S. storefront. Did not take any action to remove them. Okay, SPY popping. Archer Daniels, it could be a good one, but they've gone through like CFO scandal, fake numbers, and a lot of other ones. Does Chad know what CoreWeave does as a business? I'm pretty sure that they do knitting. That's where I'm at right now. I'm pretty sure it's the best knitting company in the world. And I think Jensen just wanted to knit a really, really nice sweater. So he bought some of it. But other than that, I have no idea. It's not a knitting play? Oh, no way. No crochet? Oh. Well then. That's crazy. Are you for real? Oh. Oh, it's an AI cloud startup. Oh, no way. Well, they should have named it something else. This whole time, I thought we were getting into crocheting. I was excited. It's like I could use a fucking little throw pillow or blanket, you know? MSTR. I don't know, man. I'm still looking for the tooth broker, though. Michael Saylor. Great ideas. Great ideas. Nissan plans to close its iconic Opama plant. Okay, so SPY at the high came down. AMC came down. GME came down. Who's the other one? All the cryptos. They came down. Apple. Even SPY, though. Now Pepsi's starting to go. I'm mad at that one. I wanted another. Oh. No. Sorry. No. Yeah. All right, I'll just wait. All of your weavings, good luck. You guys know it's mad early. I think we just were excited today or something, but... And then Deere on the high. Yuan unveils next-gen AI robotics powered by NVIDIA for sea, land, and air. I don't know who that is. Who's Yuan Enterprises? Yeah. Whole X. Card again. We saw that, and then Deere. Now NVIDIA's dropping. So watch. I don't know. I feel like things kind of slowing down here, and then Staples are getting a bid. So look, SPY went up. Not all of the Mag 7, but now you're getting your red candle. Meanwhile, Cigna, Deere, XLP, even damn fucking Pepsi's moving. UNH again. Yup. Good work. Again, you had the first play. That first jump was even if you fucked it up, it was 30%. So yeah, do your thing. I know, bro. I whiffed it, bro. I made 30%. I was pissed. It got in my head, though. I knew I wouldn't have played it right because I fucked up. My initial plan, I had a way different price. And then I had wrong button. But yeah, that one's hitting, though. So good work on that. GG's. Oh, I have the old ones. Yeah, UNH now, even bigger volume. So that's the biggest volume of the day, I think. Apple Pay experiencing issues. Let's check the volume on UNH. Okay, it's running a little bit more. Volume is already above its 10-day average, but lower than it's expected to have lower volume than yesterday and even the last couple days. $276. So it's above its little VWAP. So that's what I could do. I could get you literally company by company. I could start getting you guys the most accurate VWAP in the world. AKA, it literally will calculate every single trade off every index and give you the VWAP amongst other things. So yeah, that's the VWAP is a lot lower. It's like the true VWAP. Just FCC approves Verizon merger with Frontier. And then Humana's going up now, and then McDonald's, and then Staples. Yeah, again, we had UNH. I think we even put out a stream alert. But yeah, I made a flip already. Some of you got it really good. I fucked it up, though. I only made 30, but now you would have had like 200-300, I think. Not bad. I do pay for the data. Yes, I pay a lot of money for data. You would be shocked. Yeah, UNH for next week might be a little better. But other than that, though, you already missed the first jump. Fed said to shrink workforce by 10% over the next few years. They're already up 100% from the bottom, though. That's what you got to watch out for. Yep. No, they're still running. So yeah, watch out. It's up 100 from the bottom for next week, but if you want it, you can. But that's it. You're paying extra premium. So it's up from the bottom, but still down. That's the crazy part. And now if it breaks out, bro, we had the first one. Oh, good call though, Chad. And El Coyote with the follow-up, man. I love it. Yeah, EO. Okay, I'm giving you one to watch stream alerts. But just look at it. I'm giving you a FOMO play, but yeah, we already had it. If you held the first jump, you fucking love it. But other than that, just wait. Everyone's just squeezing it because they want this shit. But the plays are up 100% from the bottom, and then they're still down on the day. That's the funny part. That's what I'm saying. It's like you can FOMO, but... And then UNG and Boyle. Fed said to shrink workforce. Okay. Good FOMO all month. I don't know, man, but how does it feel? How does it feel that you are still getting news and early jumps even with a delay? I think we just slowed down the world, Chad. And I'm kind of liking it. 'Cause that's crazy. How are we still this fucking early? All right. Well, yeah, it's still going. Even now, the other ones are up 20. So the shitty play, the premium one, that one went up 20. It's still going now. Now everyone's going to see UNH on the high and go crazy. Again, the news is dog shit. All they did was buy, what's it called? It was just an insider buying his stock that's down. I mean, how many times has Intel done that? Yeah, more volume now. So let me double check that. It's still below average though. So it's not expected to like go up more. That's the weird part. And it's just barely above its 10-day volume right now. So it's like squeezing and people are buying it, but this isn't like, yeah, it's a weird spot, bro. Okay, I am out. So you got extra 30%. Make it free if you have more than one, or that's it. And then again, I've sold on a couple of these already too early. But GG's. CNBC's pumping it now? Yeah, heard it here first. I'm out though again. I'll take my 2. Even the other ones, the old ones are still up. So I say we'll ride that other one. Call it a day. Again, we had a cheap one from the beginning of the week. I don't see it on CNBC yet. Which one is that? No way. Yeah, even the dailies, bro. I took the next week one and then flipped out, though. I've been making good money on them. I just want paid. And I got one little earlier weekly if it really wants to go nuts. But we did it, Joe. Great fucking day, man. Great week. Even with the delay. That's insane. That's insanity. Oh, brother. Oh, Frontier didn't move? I didn't get to see one of those. I called out a FOMO next week one. It came down, though, from when I sold it. Actually, no, it's still up. But now they're up a different, it's like 20, 30%. Over 100 from the bottom. Okay, SPY getting a red now. I don't have any headline, but see, even bonds are at the low. What time is it, 10? Burlington, okay, UNH. That's it. That last weekly, that'll be the last one. That's it. Or you get next week if you want to hold over the weekend. Other than that, it's just, yeah. It's either they're going to go crazy on the short terms for this round 3, and then that's it. And let's find out. My CNBC's not up. But yeah, SPY coming down a little bit.
Anymore, which I thought was fascinating.
Fascinating. All right, follow me on Instagram at the Trading Fraternity. Real Code News on Twitter. Good luck, hitters, baby, hitters.
World of healthy sodas, healthy drinks, and sports drinks. We like it. Nice, boring name for us.
Okay, you liked Cisco earnings, I guess, enough to buy more of that stock.
We actually bought it on Wednesday before the earnings.
Oh, you bought it number? Okay.
We got a little lucky. So we got into it at 61. We thought the earnings would be good. We've seen some of the larger tech companies really do surprisingly well in Q1 earnings. And the Splunk acquisition for the first time is really absorbed into it. Free cash flow is unbelievable. Again, dividend growth. But ironically, it's in the growth strategy as opposed to the dividend strategy at the moment.
You sold Targa Resources. That's TRGP. Tell me more.
This is like a liquid gas company. We had this in the growth strategy as a trade. We bought it at 161. We wrote calls against it. We sold some at 201, some at 202. Kind of rolled over. We got stopped out at 161. It's back at that 164 level or so where we initially bought it. We made a little bit of money, but just like with United Healthcare in a more compressed environment, it's all about risk protection and risk management.
All right. Mike Santoli's Midday Word is coming up next.
Hey, I wasn't there. I actually wasn't there. I had to leave. Hold on.
Coming out of the pandemic, they reduced staff at some of the banks. All right, Michael McKee, thank you so much, our international economics and policy correspondent here on the breaking news that the Federal Reserve is set to shrink its workforce by about 1/10 over the next several years. It will offer deferred resignation to some workers, according to Bloomberg reporting, and it aims to lower headcount at the board level and at the regional reserve banks level as well. Let's transition now back to the financial markets and turn to our stock of the hour. It is Charter Communications. The shares are rising right now after the company agreed to buy Cox Communications in a $34.5 billion deal. Now, this move would create the largest broadband operator in the U.S. and boost Charter's subscriber base by about 20%. Let's bring in now Geetha Ranganathan from Bloomberg Intelligence to give us more. So, Geetha, what part of this deal makes the most sense? I think about cable companies, and that's essentially what Charter and Cox are. And they provide video service, they provide broadband, and they provide wireless phone service. Why does this tie-up make sense?
The tie-up makes sense because the industry has been in decline, Scarlett. So we know that pay TV, which is, the video part of the bundle, has been under tremendous pressure over the past 10 years. The whole industry has lost about a third of its subscriber base, and obviously cable has suffered a lot because of that. But more recently, we've seen the cable companies, including Charter and Cox, lose even their broadband subscribers, and we're seeing very, very intense competition with the telecom operators, the likes of, AT&T and Verizon and T-Mobile, who are really aggressively pushing their fiber product as well as what is called fixed wireless or 5G home internet. And so this is
UNH News. Yeah, we got it mad early. The insider buy, bro. You're too late now.
Okay.
We hit two different plays.
Question here. Who is buying
we got one more, but that was shitty.
Cox has long been
but
seen
yeah,
as a takeover target in this industry. Charter is publicly traded.
Oh,
so
new members?
Reaction in its share price.
Well, welcome.
Yet the Cox family will be the largest shareholder of the combined company.
I love
which
it.
will then eventually, in a couple of years, be called Cox.
Okay, high ticker, a couple names running gold.
So, I mean, it is primarily, and a stock deal. Charter is paying about $4 billion in cash. It is assuming the $12 billion
Bro,
in debt.
how'd I sell both
right.
of those
Cox
that early,
will be the largest shareholder.
Wait, no, I'm Josh. I always do
Charter.
that.
So yeah, it's Charter is still
Yeah,
buying
the news
Cox,
wasn't even good, but
again,
hey.
it is primarily an equity deal.
It
But
is
I think
what
the
it
main
is.
rationale here, Scarlett, is just the deal value. I mean, Charter is getting Cox at a very, very attractive valuation, about 6 times. Compare that just to about 3 or 4 years ago when cable assets were trading at about 10 to 11 times. So this is really a steal for Charter.
Yeah, and it makes sense why they're doing this deal now, because the two companies had actually talked about a potential deal more than 10 years ago. Will regulators clear this, Geetha?
Oh my goodness.
I think it should be a fairly easy pass, Scarlett.
I forgot I let that one on.
There's not much geographic or regional overlap in terms of their footprints, in terms of their customer bases. It's a fairly small transaction. Yes, it's pretty big for the cable space, but in the grand scheme of things, I mean, this is not like Comcast and Charter are trying to merge. So I think it's still relatively small. It should get the regulatory green flag.
All right, good stuff. Thank you so much. Geetha Ranganathan is our analyst over at Bloomberg Intelligence, giving us the latest here on the deal between Cox and Charter. Coming up, it's a strike. Travel for hundreds of thousands in the New York City area disrupted as rail workers and New Jersey Transit failed to reach an agreement. We've got the latest for you next. This is Bloomberg.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm trying to fix my mic. All right. Well, yeah, man. The bill, they're going to keep trying. They're going to pass something. That's the thing. They're using Joe Biden's trick, the reconciliation. So something's going to pass, but that's why they need the Republicans who are holding out. All right, I'll just keep it there. So I'm sorry. Here, let me mute this real quick. I don't want it to bug you. Oh, you got a big red, though. So hold on. It's not too big, but yeah. Yeah, bro. I can't. My thing fell off. The, pop filter. I got, a ghetto one on there. So, yeah, you guys are going to have to bear with me. Sorry. All right, that's good enough. I'll take that. I will take that. It's just pissing me off. There you go. All right. New study linking taurine to progression of blood cancer. Oh, no. All the Red Bulls? Does it move anything? Oh, Celsius did go down off of that, but I don't know if that'll hold. But then again, some basic news just brought up UNH like 4%. So, yeah. You never know. And then Coca-Cola. Staples are still doing great. Watching out, bro. UNH is still holding. It's kind of crazy. So, again, it was an insider buy. One of the directors just bought $1 million of the stock. But, again, you've seen Intel do that and a lot of companies. It's a sign of, sign of strength, or they want to highlight that they believe. But, yeah, that's it. That was the news. It's kind of crazy. Well, it's going up again, even the SPY now, too. So, see where that leads. The CoreWeave volume analysis, I think it's the same. So let's see if it comes true. Like I said, 42 million was predicted. Oh, no. Now it's gone higher. So 44%, 44 million is the projection now by end of the day. I don't know where it's at. Right now it's at 29 million. So, yeah, so 50% of the volume will still come in. At least that's the projection based on where we're at now. UNH again. Blech. All right. I whiffed by making money. I just sold too early. But even with the delay, you got it first, baby. Isn't that fucked up? So, yeah. All right, well, they're starting to move up. I thought I had more of these, but I didn't. I think we already made them free. Yeah, because I had the just shitty weekly ones. But, yeah, I think I already made them free. So, yeah, we'll see where these take us, and then that's it. But they're starting to climb now. Cold leader in same place this week, baby. Amen. Amen. Thank you, my friend. And I love all your tweets. You're just a funny dude, bro. I love it. Disney breaking out. $80. All right, wait for it. I don't know. I feel like 300 is insane, but then they're going nuts. And then DoorDash, even the new format, you could say, I love it. I actually like it now. Because I don't think you guys realize now, too. I just nerfed every single scalper in here who tries to take advantage of either my edge or your edge. But we just nerfed all of them. And now you have it changes the jump now for everybody. I mean, and then again, I'm still getting my jump, and you guys know how fast I can move. So just watch out. That's what I'm saying, though. All you guys who did that and are like, you thought you were slick. Again, I see everything. But yeah, you cannot scalp the same way now from the stream, so be careful. That's it. You're running a disadvantage, like literally. So other than that, get a long term, and yeah. Okay, they've gone. Okay, shitty plays are back to green. You either get rid of them, or you gamble them because you already lost 80% of them at one point. So hopefully you already factored it in. Yes, Philo is coming. So I need to set that up, but now might be a good time to ask. Would you guys like a membership? In the new format, Okarin, I already saw that one, baby. I just hyped. Oh, yeah. So, other than that, thank you all. I haven't even set up the philo. I got to do it now. Mm-hmm. I love it. And then every motherfucker selling a Discord shit. Like, you got to explain to your followers why you're suddenly slowed down. Okay? Otherwise, I'm going to front run the shit out of all of them. Good luck. Get a long term. Thank you for shopping. No, seriously, though. Like, I don't know why y'all acted like I couldn't have done this. I was just being nice. So, yeah, that you're going to have to think about that. No, seriously, though. Because now it's a delay. So you're about to run all of those people into my wall of calls. I'm just telling you. That's all. Because I tell all my people exactly what's going on. So you better explain it. Otherwise, thank you. I don't think it. No, this is good for everybody. You'll see it. I think some of you are already. But that's what I'm saying. Now, some of you who have always been like, I'm not that fast. I just made you faster. Because we slowed down the people that are really fast. You know, and then any algos. So good luck. But yeah, we're leveling the playing field, my brother. All right. Ba-da-ba-ba-bop. No, I wasn't even getting greedy. Again, people started reporting my videos. My homie let me know. And then I'm the Twitter, y'all, just every day. So I'm saying, I'm going to just keep doing what y'all tell me. Okay, I'm listening. I'm listening. But yeah, it's just by default, every play just got uncrowded. So yeah, just think about it now before you gamble. I mean, especially it's here. You're still going to be early. I mean, I think today just showed it. We were still about what, 5 minutes early on UNH with a delay. So yeah, that's why I'm like, it levels the field a lot easier. And then you don't have to deal with all the drama on contracts. And then at the very least, you know, I could have a solid position where if anybody tries to take advantage of it, that's it. I could take care of it. So it works out. And I think some of you will get a lot more opportunities. All righty. I think it might be time, baby. What up, James? What up, Bojo? Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, the membership will set you free. In the chat, at least. UNH again. All right, the plays are green now. All shitty plays are up now. Again, like I said on that one, you hold it or you walk away. Every UNH play would have hit. Remember, we already hit 1,000%er. I turned $30 into 1,000 on the put. So now you're not going to lose anything on the calls. I want to push it, bro. I do, but I don't think I got it like that. Or I know what we could do. Oh, you could ghetto spread it. Cigna now, that's the one. 290. Is it gonna go 300? All right, I'm out. Fuck them all. I'm out, bro. I'm not doing it. I took 20% on a fucking dead ass contract. I'm gonna sell all of them early. I don't give a fuck. I'm not losing. Yep, that's it. That's done. And fucking another one. Brah. Yeah, they're launching. Alrighty. Well, on that note, yeah, they're pumping it on CNBC. It is time to go to Philo, my friends. So I hope you guys are ready. I hope you have a good day. It is Friday. So if I don't do there, then we'll see. Kids should not be listening. So I'm going to ban you for being an irresponsible parent and putting children in front of a stock market stream for adults and then asking the host to lower his language. You are the parent. You are the leader of that child. So you should not be putting them around this type of content. Okay? It's totally acceptable for adults, and you are all grown. But for children, no, I don't. And it says that on all my videos. These videos are not intended for children. So you got to do your thing, man. Edwards Life Sciences, EW still. Remember? Oh, my God. They went up again. I'm soft, bro, but you guys get paid for me, okay? I already made it fucking enough. I don't want any more. You know, I'm content with it. We're already good. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. All right, go get a membership. I'll see you at Philo. And if we don't show up by Philo or Power Hour, then we might not show up. So that's a Friday thing now, too. So, again, amen. So God bless. Thank you.